At first, I'm like, why are we playing the opening theme on Stranger Things? What's going on?
No. Straight
Say Ravenlaw.
Oh, you mean the very beginning when it was like, oh yeah, it did kind of sound. I'm like, Stranger Things. Why do I have round zero? Did everybody roll initiative already? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know why it says round zero.
That's right, each round was going first, nigga. Each round was gonna be like, let there be light.
We rolled initiative, or this from the last battle?
I think it's from the last battle.
This from the last battle. We just got off of a battle.
That's because those little squiggly arm niggas are still there. That's how I know.
We stopped when this encounter occurred.
Oh, okay. So they kind of had their surprise round already. So
they had the surprise round, right?
So everybody's
I'm always 20 for initiative, man.
Everybody's re-rolling initiative.
Come on, man. I told you.
I'm still gonna beat your initiative.
Yeah, all right, whatever, my nigga. Just be happy.
I am actually. A month is actually moving at lightning, speed.
For once in his life.
You didn't get beat by Latinum. That's the first.
I know, right? Sad but true. This is ridiculous right now.
Why is your say +8?
I don't know, what is it? Plus what?
6.
Oh, okay, well, I don't know.
Well, I'm still going before you, Mesor, but nice try though. Yeah, I will get I got like 2 goes before Mesor goes. That's the only thing. Let me see. Yeah, you already got everything else. You got flight, right? You can fly now. Yeah, that's the only thing you need, man. That Carnell type, speed.
But Charlie, you're funny as hell. This is the Kal-El speed.
You remember Smallville? They used to call him the Blur.
Mm-hmm.
That dude for 10 seasons didn't wear no freaking Superman costume because he was just the Blur.
Alright. What did Valina get?
Valina got 12 total.
12.
I rolled a 2 after the other.
He has like +12.
Plus 12.
So 14.
That's him getting 23 total.
Is that with the 2 from Eagle Song?
No, I've got the 2 from
So it's 25. Really?
For that 20 man, you're supposed to respect that 20 man. Nigga said Cal L. So nigga gonna walk up to Valade. I'm like, did you find the spear? Yo, Watson, you remember that scene in that movie? Did you find the spear? I've been a little busy.
Yeah.
When Bruce Wayne and Kal-El.
Yeah, when he came back out of the sky after Wonder Woman came, he said, Martha, did you find the spear? Yeah, that was Martha. How do you know that name? How do you know that name? I was like, what the fuck?
That was so lame.
Why are you saying that? Where's Watson? Why did you say that name, Watson? Why did you say it?
I think they should have done like a straight from DC animation straight to like the big screen. Just copy it, line by line. It would have done a better job.
That game was. I said that game.
He did say that game.
That movie was interesting, to say the least.
Oh, I didn't roll for her. Don't forget somebody.
So what happened in the surprise round? They just appeared.
Yeah, I just had him appear. Yeah. Wizard.
This nigga said Ninja Venom.
Dex. Who has what Dex? Got 19 and my source got 22. 22 and 23. Sorry. Alright. Last time, your characters.
Indeed.
Last time on D&D.
Wait, look, so those niggas in the pillars, or are they like standing to the side?
No.
Like,
What happened was there were thick pillars that supported this particular area.
I'm just saying, after the pillars blow up or something, then that's their
That's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm saying, but you're going through all this description, my nigga. I just need to know.
Because the description is important, so you know.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to do. What the fuck?
Okay.
You're going through the description, but you're the DM. I need you to describe, but don't go through the description.
Right,
What the
fuck?
So they were thick pillars that supported a 10-foot high ceiling in this area of the hall.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 4 alcoves. Right up here, where you see the big green circle fucking popping up. There's 4 alcoves. 1, 2. There's 4 alcoves. and they have heaps of dust and bone intermingled with shards of painted ceramic. And you saw a stone arm on the floor from like a shattered statue, and it had a magic ring on the
The
hand.
one attached, I told him not to.
But when the arm was touched and the ring attempted to be taken, you realize that those four pillars weren't actually made of stone; they were actually made of painted plastic.
Okay.
And
Made of what?
painted plaster.
Oh.
And those four plastic pillars have shattered. So they're not even there. So you can assume that they're not there. Or better yet,
All over the place, I guess.
I'll mark it in yellow so you know that it's an open spot.
But yeah, we know these niggas are like the dudes from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., son. I hope y'all get caught up on that shit because I'm dying to talk about it.
No, I know. I'm like four.
Alright.
I'm like four
Yeah,
or 5 episodes behind.
Watson, one of my
I've only
favorite.
watched the first 6 episodes, so I don't want to talk about
Watson,
it.
you might not
I
like
actually have
it.
no reason to even talk about Shield with you. We can talk about Infinity Stone. Well, Infinity.
No, Watson, you
We
Can't.
can talk about Infinity War.
Not here. Joy.
No,
Oh,
Watson.
so then you can't talk about anything.
No.
So let's just play D&D.
Right.
Yo, Watson,
Nah, let's just play D&D,
I,
man. I don't want to know.
I haven't been in the basement board chat since Thursday. Don't spoil it.
I really don't want to hear anything Darren has to say, honestly, unless it's about D&D. Because for Darren, it's fun to try and like troll and like and spoil things. And for real, and I really have no need to give you that entertainment. Your entertainment is solely your entertainment that you're trying to derive should come solely from Lewis's game.
Yo, son.
If you're seeking other entertainment, then it means you're not doing
Right,
your
it's been
job.
like 2 weeks.
It's 11 o'clock, man. Let's get some D&D done.
I'm saying.
2 hours already went
Now,
down.
these Medusas I described, not only describe as I mean, it's clear that they're Medusa creatures, but you also realize that
They're assassins.
they're you also realize that they look reptilian in nature. Like each of their skins looks like the skin of a different type of snake. And then on top of that, they were in some they happened to have been in some kind of temporal stasis. And with Cynthia's knowledge, she was able to gather from her memory talks of a group of 4 Medusa sisters known as the Vrail Isiplan. That were Medusa that were experimented on by the Yuan-Ti, and they also have they're highly trained assassins that have awakened psionic powers as well, which they use to great fucking effect, pretty much. In fact, you can even see visual signs that they are powered up with probably a number of buffs.
So they buff before going to temporal stasis, so it lasts forever? Does that work?
So that when they come out of temporal stasis, they're already buffed. Just in case they get... Well, the thing is that they've been used by the Yuan-Ti for centuries as elite bodyguards or to get an assassination mission done, and then they're like put back into temporal stasis for like different Yuan-Ti tribes to use.
Yeah, they've been around for a millennia. Yeah, these people, they're no joke.
Yeah, they're greatly feared.
It's like Captain America being frozen. Hey, we need
They,
you, Cap.
but they don't use them. You know, they use them sparingly because they don't want to
make it hot.
They don't want these Medusa sisters to They don't want casualties because you don't want to waste good assassins after they've gone through all the training and the fucking in the gear and equipment that they got. You don't want to have to train another set of them all over again. So
That's pretty cool. That's a cool concept.
But apparently they were in this temple for God's knows how long, and apparently obviously this temple has been used as the Cagewright's main hideout. But before that, apparently the hideout's pretty much on loan by one of the Cagewrights themselves, a UNT half-blood known as Sithar Nahazir. He's over here. He came down the hall riding on one of the two huge crystal snakes, constructs of ancient Yuan-Ti origin that he clearly can control. And yeah, he had appeared alongside with the Medusa on the other side of the pit trap that Metzor had sprung. He calls out, "I, Sithar will be your first opponent. You dare defile my sanctum, my temple. With your presence, intruders. Suffer at the hands of the Vrel Isiblan."
First case, right?
Blah, blah, blah.
Connection to the server has been
Connection interrupted. It looks fine over here.
Oh man, this is about to get real.
Would you hit reload? Whoosh. Yeah. Of course, Claudius's ring activates immediately upon sensing danger, and he's the first to.
He said his brain activates. Like
No,
his fucking
No, it's his
robot.
ring. His ring. I didn't say brain. Where'd you get?
I said his brain.
Claudius is smarter than a robot.
He's got that. Yeah, he's probably got smarter than most robots.
Yep, he's a freaking. He has a machine brain. That's for sure.
He says.
All right, so Claudius goes first.
Yes.
These creatures are they like in a pillar?
No, I put a yellow box to show that the pillars are broken down, so they're not there anymore. So it's all open space.
Okay.
They're all open space.
Oh wow. Are they brandishing two blades just like in the pictures? Or?
They're brandishing not blades, they're bladed gauntlets. So they're all wearing gauntlets, and the gauntlets have blades protruding out of them.
Do they look like they drip with poison? Or not really?
They look definitely enchanted. One gauntlet is has like a slight glow to it, like a light greenish glow to it. And the other gauntlet has kind of like negative energy like coursing through along the blades. And they're wearing mithril shirts, and they also have bucklers on as well.
Okay. So all right. So let me see. Do they also have like Medusa type effect? Like if we see their eyes, we don't know that yet. We don't, well, we
Yeah,
don't know
actually,
my
yeah,
character, though.
they do.
Cynthia described. I know Cynthia knows. I don't
I
know if we
forgot
know.
to. I said it last session, and I said I'd remind you guys. Everybody but Metzor.
Come on, man, don't be saying that. You gotta let the shit out. Damn, my nigga, this nigga let my shit out.
I have
I
to,
ain't
because you're the
done
only one that's like staring at the Medusa, like, I can't be petrified.
Well, you gotta wait for that to happen, son. This nigga just saying my abilities out loud.
You don't even know.
Your abilities are showing off themselves.
Maxwell doesn't even know what a Medusa is, man. Never encountered one before. And he never learned. He never like studied them, so he should be looking at them. Hey, what's up? Even though it won't do nothing to him.
You're not supposed to know that.
Is the drama immune to that shit? Oh yeah, and the drama and fucking Metzor don't need to.
Drama. We both chose.
Ah, damn! I shouldn't have inquired. Now I gotta roll save before I can take an action. I might be petrified.
Right.
Well, we gotta roll.
We
all gotta roll.
Everybody just 4 fortitude saves, except for
how many?
4?
Because there's 4 Medusa.
Dude, can I use an immediate action instead? There's no way I'm gonna pass 42 saves.
That's a lot.
I could get lucky with 1 or 2, but 4 being a wizard? No way, man. I'm gonna use an immediate action.
For what?
I go first. Shit. Immediate action.
No, when they appeared, like everybody had to roll one.
Jesus Christ! Didn't we do that last go?
Because their gauge attack activates on their turn.
Oh, so this was in the surprise round then. This took place.
Yeah.
I guess we couldn't gaze down or close our eyes.
I'm looking up gaze. It takes effect when foes look at the attacking. Well, duh.
Yeah, close your eyes.
Check the character attack the same time as usual. Will 42.
How the hell did I get surprised with my high ass epic
opponent within range must each
senses and perception plus 40?
Only looking directly at a creature.
I surprised them.
Opponents can avoid the need to make.
Oh well, if anything, if my body gets frozen, my mind will take over Metzor's body.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I have a contingency, for that. We'll become one, magic and fist.
This nigga got a tensor transformation to me.
All right, so apparently the gaze attacks only affect you on your turn. So it's your turn, and you can at the beginning of their turn in the initiative order.
God damn.
So I can avert my gaze and still not worry about it, because
no, nigga, like you just roll it on your turn. That's not a cheese.
That'd be so funny if this encounters end right now in the first round and we all get petrified. Whoa, what happened? Antonio's gone? Imagine only Metzor, the battle will be only up to Metzor and the drama. Hello, so what's up? I could avert my gaze or no? I hear an echo.
Only looking directly at a creature. Each opponents can't avoid the intellect the same by not looking at them. Yeah, you can choose to avert your eyes or close them.
Hey, sounds good. So, do I still gotta roll safe?
No. Blame them, Cynthia, Zino. What do you guys?
I can avert my gaze.
That means if you avert your gaze, people that need to attack melee, that means a 50% miss chance.
It only gives it concealment.
That's Pathfinder. They're gonna make that shit cheesy, son.
Like, because if it's only concealment, I can still hit her. Or them.
Avert your eyes.
Man, I'll close my eyes. I don't need to see the cast spells, man. I don't think I need to see the
you've averted. You were able to not lock onto the gaze of one Medusa. It's 3 fortitudes for you.
Who, me?
Oh my god.
Zino.
For me?
Zino's dead.
No,
Get out of here right now.
What do? You just close your eyes? You got blind sense, don't you? Or do you?
Me? Yeah, I got blind sense. I don't need to see, man. I got blind sense. I can cast spells that I don't need. Hold on. For a lot of spells.
Well, if you wanted to target somebody specifically, you would need to look at them. But if
I don't even target.
Even with your eyes closed,
I'll do AOE spells. I don't even target nobody. I'm doing.
right, if he does AOE, then he can just be like, fuck it.
I noticed niggas in this area. Boom.
I'm just gonna AOE, and I'm
What's
smart enough
Palladium
to
and
know
Cynthia?
what allies are sending at.
Averting or
Cynthia just close her eyes. Palladium, she'll just take it head on.
it's not even gonna bother averting.
Yeah, but don't you got motherfucking nightly stare or something?
We actually got goggles. We can wear
Those are averting their eyes. Yeah, the opponents gain concealment, but since you've got
Meteor looks dead into his enemy's face.
We got those goggles when we fought those
since you've got improved
I'm
precise
looking
shot,
through
that's
my-
not gonna
I'm looking
bother.
I'm looking through my inventory right now for these goggles. I know
we got those goggles, man, from back in the days.
Yeah, I know it's in here somewhere.
Yeah, you guys still have them. You had them for the.
Yeah.
I never got them.
You.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't show up till chapter 4. They
Yeah,
had these goggles since chapter 2.
Unless you took Kai's.
What was it for? Oh, what was it? Oh, it was for the vampire, wasn't it?
It was
For the vampire, yeah. For the vampire.
Yeah, because you guys didn't want to get charmed.
But for some reason, I don't see it on my character sheet.
It should be there. Hold on.
I know I have my
Don't
stuff. I never
worry.
got
The characters never fucking line up. So.
There they are. It's on the tool. It's on the mundane items, on the tools.
I'm looking at the Cynthia's. I don't see it.
Smoked,
Cynthia came later.
smoked goggles. Cynthia came later.
Smoke goggles, man. That was Claudia's idea too back then when we got it. Yo, we gotta fight this people like a charm. Let's go get these goggles.
Yeah, it was.
Good job, Claudius.
So you have 3 fortitude saves.
Go ahead. Sign
4 for the lady. He's trying to eat him.
Why would I have to roll 4 to save if I just close my eyes?
Oh, I thought you said you were just gonna take them.
Yeah,
that's why I said roll 4 saves.
Oh, I thought you said Cynthia. No,
I said Valentinum. You're gonna Pac-Man this shit. She's just eating it.
Yo, three more, sign
3 more. Yeah, that's a waste of a 20. Oh, shit.
Here goes that one.
He got a good 40 to save.
Oh, let's say that was close. I thought it was a 1 too. I shit rolled mid quick.
Oh, one more. That's not a save.
He rolled 3 already.
Do I have any other
Plus 16.
bonuses?
You got plus 18 and 42. What did you lose 2 for?
I thought it was 60.
It is 42. Yeah, he put plus 16. It's plus 18 to his 42.
Plus 18.
Any of them bonuses against petrification?
Want him to roll that one.
Oh, 14 plus 14.
Just keep rolling until you
Wait,
get
you
a
said
1.
mine is plus 18?
Roll 3 more. See if you get a 1. Yeah, yours is plus 18.
17.
My sheet only says
11,
16.
Really?
15.
Oh my god, what the hell am I doing?
No 1s.
These goggles are pretty good. It gives you a plus 8 circumstance bonus to your saving throws on visual attack. That's a high bonus, yeah. You should have taken Kai's.
Valentinum was going to take his off and give his to fucking Cynthia because I realized Cynthia came afterwards.
I thought Cynthia had one.
No, Cynthia came after the vampire fight, so she didn't get
okay.
And Valentinum was like All Might right now. That nigga was like, take these. Fucking hand it to her. Stares directly into the eyes. Unlike cheesy ass fucking that's why my resistance is actually real. Like,
nah, nigga, my resistance is real too, nigga. Give it to me.
I'm withstanding it. You're just immune to it. There's a difference.
He's immune to everything.
I'm not immune to
You're
it.
immune to it, nigga. I'm tanking it. There's a difference.
Don't be trying to compare yourself to me, dog. Right? Just worry about you. Worry about your resilience. I'm rolling too. I'm like, I'm rolling, but it's not hurting.
There's no sport in what you do, nigga.
Yeah, I'm sporting what I do, dog. Don't worry.
Roll up. Oh my god. Claudius, take your turn.
Okay. So Claudius,
swift move.
Wait a minute. If it's all in your turn, why was Landon rolling now? For the surprise round.
Surprise round, right? Surprise round.
Surprise round.
That means they're gonna have to roll again on their turns also.
Yeah.
Damn.
On our turn. When our turn.
Oh my god.
That means you gotta roll now.
No, Claudius closed his eyes.
Oh,
Close
you
my eyes, man.
Okay.
Lewis, what is it? A move action to put the goggles on, or is that a standard action?
I'd say it's a move action to put them on.
All right, so I'll do that move action. Put them on. Standard action. I'm gonna cast 15-foot radius on confusion, and I'm gonna exclude obviously Sidon, the drama, Cynthia, and the Latenum from the confusion radius. Just target the other 4. And swift action, I'm casting Claudius goes like to Cynthia. Actually, not Cynthia's a prime target. I'm doing an emergency force field, and I'm gonna put Cynthia with me.
Damn, son, already?
I don't know if I could get Sino also though.
Nah, that's too far.
It's only a 5-foot radius, which is not that big.
Right next to the drama, he good.
Well, he can run. He can get out of there. He's flying, I think.
I know, but one of them about to fly too, and they about to put the bleats on this thing. Can't wait to see Zion actually get hit points.
What?
I don't die, my dude.
This
Like,
guy
what more do you want?
fucked up.
Nah.
Can't wait till get hit.
All
Alright, so standard. So hold up. Standard casting confusion and excluding your allies.
Correct.
Okay. And
as swift action, I'm using the staff. Not the staff. What is that thing called? The rune staff of caution.
that'll take all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the emergency force sphere. That's a swift action. And move action to put the goggles on. Actually, I might give the goggles. I'm gonna toss my goggles to Sino. I think he could put better use to it than me. Move action to give my toss my goggles.
I mean, he can still run his gaze and still shoot at him.
What?
I still run a 50% chance though.
Oh, I thought you could shoot through concealment.
Isn't if I even though I avert my gaze, it's still a 50% chance of me still getting hit by the gaze.
If you're using emergency, you have to expend the prepared or arcane spell or spell slot for that.
Oh, are you kidding me? That's not like crap work?
Yeah.
Oh man, I prefer regular staff than shit. Wait. I gotta. Hold on. I thought it was like a free spell I get to cast because it says 3 times per day. What the hell is that? I gotta use my own slots.
What they do.
I actually prepare an emergency force field with my regular slots already. So it's like almost
What,
like you just
what
cast.
the rune staves do is you use your own arcane energy to generate magical effects. They have anywhere from 2 to 5 spells. You expend the prepared arcane spell or spell slot. You can cast a spell of the same level or lower from the rune staff's list, as long as that spell also appears on your class spell list. Spell is treated exactly as if you casted it yourself, including the caster level, the save DC, and any other effects related to the spell.
So I gotta use my own slot to use it?
It's basically like holding an extra set of spells that you don't have to prepare, or if you're a sorcerer that you don't have to know. And
oh, I did not know that. All right,
it's like having extra spells on you. I mean, you still got to use an arcane slot or to.
Okay. Oh, I wasn't expecting casting 2 spells. All right. Let me see.
You must attune yourself to it as part of your preparation already.
Okay, well, in that case,
oh, so you're already attuned to that one. Okay, attuning yourself to a second rune staff breaks your previous attunement.
I only got 1 rune. Oh, you can only have attuned to 1.
You have multiple rune staffs, but you can only be attuned to 1.
I only have 1, so. All right, so okay, Lewis. In that case, it's actually useful because I didn't prepare for my level 4 slot that spell, and the open slot will still be like a full round action if I wanted to cast that spell.
Right.
So I'll use the open slot. So it still worked out. Instead of having to use it as a full round action, I could do it as a swift action.
You can also apply meta magic feats that you know to spells from a rune staff. Oh, that's cool. Because I don't think you can do that with regular staffs.
Counter.
All right. He's done.
Why does it say there's different times per day you can use
What?
it?
Well, the rule stuff?
Yeah, I'm wondering why it says.
It's a little confusing, but this is what I have written down. Let me see. 3 times per day, admonishing ray, 2nd level.
Oh, okay, I see why. Unless stated otherwise, each spell can be cast.
How come Zana was before me?
Each spell can be cast from a rune staff 3 times per day. Oh, okay.
So how many times can I do emergency force field? Once or 3 times per
From
day?
that staff, you can do 3 times. As long as you expend the slot.
Louis, why does Zana go before me?
Why is what?
Why does Zana go before me?
Because his dexterity is higher.
You sure?
By 1 point, yeah.
All right.
That's
I'll make sure.
Alright, let's do the confusion effect.
All right.
Are you keeping the DC or rolling it?
I'll roll.
Make sure you favoritism, nigga. You acting like this nigga LeBron James or something. Okay, Louis be doing favoritism because I'm just like Ricky. Remember Watson? Ricky had that super ass weapon. You remember Watson? Don't act like you don't remember that shit.
What was it called? Oh my
I
god.
don't know. The shit was retarded.
No, that was the name of the blade, but I thought he had a name.
Nah, he had a
32 on the
shit was
will
called Die Fast because you can. Watson remembers that stupid ass weapon. Like
He like crit threat at like 16. It was fucking.
yeah, how do you remember this?
I was
No.
Nah, you wasn't even there for the.
No, he's talking about another.
original.
He's talking about another character Ricky played.
Oh,
He had the fucking same thing.
Talking about psychic.
Same
He's talking about.
cheesy, stupid weapon.
He's talking about Psychic Warrior that he had played way back.
Oh, I know that character.
Roden.
Yeah, you remember.
I never played with you guys with that, but I heard about his character.
Shit was retarded.
It was a
With
crescent.
the psychic sword, put powerful.
Yeah, there's one.
What'd you do? You did confusion from your 4th level Beguiler? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Nigga Lewis nerfs it later in life.
And you said the DC is 32.
Yes.
All right.
Hopefully that's good.
Very good. That gives them. All right. This is gonna get interesting. Oh, it doesn't look like that. That's stupid.
Are you trying to do it all in one roll?
I'm trying to separate them so I know which Medusa fails and what.
No, man. This archmage is so freaking great. I could just cast Nova spell all around. Not have to worry about allies. Otherwise, everybody will be confused.
whoa.
Awesome! I just
Two.
confused
3.
everyone. I think. Somebody roll a 1. That's a critical fuck up. I'm gonna say will save. Well, remember, even though they're confused, they can still attack you guys if they roll. I think below 10 out of 100, 10 and below. But hopefully they attack each other. Now we got like.
Oh, you could beat this first. You need to roll that.
Ah, yes. The power of an archmage. Didn't even have to worry about spells.
Alright, so Claudius lets loose. So make sure they don't have any sort of weird.
This is for you, Watson. I know you like enchanting spells. I know I haven't done that much. There you go, man. That's it. Fucking with
Just
people's
making
head.
sure they're not strangely immune to any mind effect. Okay.
Well, hopefully they're not on that.
No.
not enchantment.
Do they have any feet to get through this?
True control.
Stop. Stop searching, Louis. You're fine.
Of course, I'm searching. They got mad shit.
They ain't got a goddamn thing, Louis.
All
You be forgetting your monsters.
I'll be quiet. I don't forget my.
Alright.
Actually, I do forget some of their abilities. They got so much shit.
You know, I could do that after the fight's over and they're dead.
We forget things too, though. There's stuff that
I don't forget a damn thing.
Your character.
No, me too.
Nah, never mind. Yo, my character's
good.
my character's 100 pages long, man. I might forget some things here.
Me too, son.
Yeah, what? 10 pages? Your character sheet too?
First of all, why you always doing for charm? You been coming at me.
No, I'm not, man.
You been on some bad Samuel shit.
I guess that void is missing, man.
Don't worry, my next character is gonna be I think he's gonna be like a warlock and he's gonna worship the Book of Samuel.
I'm gonna do this.
His own religion.
Stop it.
About the Book of Kai.
No, the Book of Samuel. You will argue with motherfuckers just to argue.
All right, so Claudius, you see like this. You see this burst of magic flow out of him in like these waves, like kind of like picture like concentric rings, just like reverberating out like a ripple of water, like. And they spread out from him, and they wash over all of his allies pretty much. Like they don't even affect you. Just like when it hits you, just disappears and just continues outward. So while that's like reverberating all over, like you see the Medusa, like all four of them are like
drunk, confused,
their eyes blinking like rapidly. One of them starts twitching their neck. It's like they're all trying real hard to fight it, but you can tell like their movements started to change up.
Yeah.
So you casted that as your standard. What'd you do? And you move action, put your goggles down. You do anything with a Swift? No.
Swift, I was gonna use from the freaking rune staff.
Oh, the rune staff, the emergency force.
And I'm covering Cynthia with me as well. Emergency force field.
And which slot?
It's a 5-foot radius. I think it fits with me. Center on me. It has a hardness of 20, hit points 10 per caster level.
5-foot radius.
Yeah, so what's my caster level? 25? So that shit has like 250 HP. Hardness of 20. We should be safe for a while. You don't got to worry about us, Valendo. Go do your Captain America stuff.
All right.
Cynthia probably won't be able to do
Claudius, yeah. Puts goggles down. Puts his hand on the.
Hold on. Doesn't question? Doesn't the force sphere takes away line of effect? Therefore, the petrification gate. Oh no, gaze works through. Never mind.
Yeah.
Gaze works through wall of force because I've done it myself to other people. I did it to what was that other Illumian that I had that duel with? I forgot his name. I did a wall of force.
The freezing gaze.
Yeah, the freezing gaze. Exactly.
You talking about Elthanet?
Elthanet. I'm not good with names, but yeah, that guy. That's how I defeated him. Wall of force. He couldn't do that to me. And then I think, yeah, so gaze does work through this thing. Never mind. Gaze are cheesy, man.
That's why it's not too much of them.
Yeah, they go through line of effect, wall of force, like nothing. Yeah, I'm putting that goggle on. Sorry, Simon. I'm put that shit on.
Zyno, what do you do?
I don't got the fortitude like you do. Yeah, roll that save, Sino, again.
Do I still have to roll a save?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 4.
His turn.
I averted my gaze.
Yeah.
Isn't your rifle intelligent? Can she tell you where to shoot at?
I have improved precise, so I don't have to worry about it.
He doesn't have to roll any. You don't have to make 42 saves. This turn.
I'm shooting this one.
Damn. Which one?
This one right here.
We'll get him, guys. Don't worry.
Man, so you going after the big kahuna, or you gonna help us out?
I'm gonna help you out. I ain't gonna just leave y'all out here like that.
I thought you were gonna go straight to the crystal snake and that Cagewright up here.
Are these creatures chaotic evil?
No.
I'm gonna -4 for my attacks.
Yeah, so then that
I'm
means
gonna rapid
I
shot.
got incapacity.
How can the weapon tell that are they chaotic evil or not? Does she have a sense?
It's the weapon's special purpose.
But they could detect when someone is chaotic evil, or
That's what I asked Louis, but Louis said, well,
I think they can.
since
I mean, they would have to. I don't know how else they would know.
right.
So has 2 from the greater magic. And then he has 2. He has 1 because of play. Another 1 because and he's 18 4. And this anything else? Buffs. Great. Where's that?
somebody about to get backstabbed? The sassy.
I'm about to. I might use that greater magic weapon, boy. I might use that.
You ain't gonna use shit.
There's your attacker.
I just noticed something funny. I be getting on Messor, and Messor be getting on Sidon. It's like a change.
Oh, your weapon broken.
The weapon exploded.
That's a misfire, isn't it? Unless you got something to stop the
I
misfire.
have quick clear.
Lewis, I'm gonna have him reroll the attack.
You too
My
far.
ability.
You too far.
You're too
No,
far,
not 30
aren't you?
feet. 30 feet.
You are
5,
not 30
10,
feet.
15, 20, 25, 30, 30.
You're not within 30 feet.
You can't do it. Ah!
I tried, though.
Alright, with the weapon broken, it's another -2 to the attack, so the rest is... You can still use it. It's just...
Range touch attack, you're not gonna miss.
Yeah.
So the rest of your attacks will look like that. Alright, that one.
Oh my god.
Oh, whatever.
Oh shit.
That's 2 in a row. I mean, it only remains
Oh,
broken.
Critical fuck up. You know
You drop it now right in front of them.
Wait, what happens with...
It only remains broken.
Nah, I don't hear that. The DM makes up rules.
Lewis, when it comes to 2 20s in a row and 2 1s in a row, he gets vicious. Especially if it's 3 1s.
my god.
Well, the 2 1s actually weren't consecutive. I see a 15 plus 18. That's 33 in front of me.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It wasn't
And it's an
consecutive.
advanced firearm, so it doesn't explode.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, good catch, man. I thought it was 2 1s consecutive.
It's just a 1.
Never mind. I'm sorry. If you had 3
Alright,
1s
well,
in a
the
row,
first misfire was against a broken condition, which means any attacks made is a -2 attack and damage, and you can only score a crit on a 20, and the crit is only ×2.
Damn.
Yeah.
And what happens if you get another 1?
Nothing.
What is broken condition?
It suffers the normal disadvantages, and its misfire value increases by 4. So your misfire value had gone down to 5 or lower. You roll another 1. Unless the wheeler has gun training in that particular type of, which you do. So the misfire value is only increased by 2, so it's 3 or lower.
Which doesn't matter. It's still over 1.
If it was an early firearm, this gun would have
exploded.
exploded. It's an advanced firearm, so it doesn't explode. It's just roll again to see if that one's a critical fuck up.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Hold
The
on, let me
church
see
wouldn't
that
even
touch
have to
AC.
come
What
to
is
get
it?
you
Touch
no more.
AC. Oh my god.
It's a critical fuck up.
It
Yes.
took damage, man.
So in the second misfire, it didn't explode, but it knocked out of you, like it flew out your hand and dropped to the floor.
Burn your hands. Burn your hands. 1d4 fire damage.
Y'all ain't never seen
What-
Zino fuck up like this. It was like, yo, like what kind of fuck?
Man,
What did he get cursed by?
Damn.
Like what?
Shock
Yeah,
is
man.
still.
He's like Scarlet. You're being a little rebellious right now.
I always knew you were falling under pressure. My God.
the pressures is real, man. Guy saw Cagewright, got scared.
You know, Metsu also has his true strike on it, can attack.
That would be 1d10 plus
Sorry, those 2 strike is gonna be wasted this turn.
6.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna go fight. Yes, he is.
Cause I know about to get bodied by that nigga standing right there. The lady, I'm like, I can't save him.
Yo, those crystal snakes, they look pretty big. They're like Siamese twins.
Wait, when did that critical fuck attack? The that was the last attack. Okay.
Yo, this guy damage took a hit.
Man, I'm not used to that.
Shackled.
Oh, you didn't. Did 51 points of damage still. Damn, I guess still got a roll of wood to do this shit.
You got a roll for it.
All of one.
Oh, she passed.
Oh hell no, they passed that crap.
Alright, so you guys see Silent. Like he was going so fast trying to shoot. And his last attack and fucking weapon drops from his hand.
Sino,
Falls to the floor
remember
below him. He's yeah, that's right. He was flying 10 feet.
your pea shooter. What's it called? A 6 shooter.
I have my pepper box. Yeah,
That's also +5 as well. Remember, because I got enchanted as well.
I remember
I didn't know that. I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, just keep that in mind. You gotta.
this section.
Yeah, pepper box has +5 to hit and damage as well. So
I
it's
got
enchanted.
staggering bullets for that too.
Yeah, so there you go, man. So yeah, there you go. That's good. You always gotta have a secondary weapon. You just never know. Always gotta have a secondary weapon.
Wait,
Mess of war. Saint Mess.
what's your fly?
Mess. If he can't do it, nobody can.
What is this blue little line? What is that?
So that area is a 10-foot ceiling.
When did that get there?
Like the ceiling in there, anywhere in those squares, the ceiling is only 10 feet.
I thought you
It's
meant
only 10 feet
there
high.
was like a wall or something. All right, that's what
You know, if that Cagewright was smart, that blue wall there, I would have like sealed off Bestward to the rest of the party and then just solo him.
Metsuor moves right here, full attacks. Use a key point to attack.
All I know is I'm glad that pit with the fucking blades is right there. Because now we can use it to our advantage to shove them in that shit.
Alright, give me a second.
That shit was mad damage.
Hover is DC 15. I think. Just fly speed. Not fly speed. Roll, make a fly check.
Why am I flying?
Not you, Zino.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Plus 11. Plus 10. 1d20 plus 10. Seriously. You were not having a good night.
Not at all.
He failed to hover, so he also plummeted to the floor.
Yeah, man, trip. Is he prone?
If he takes damage,
Yep.
well, he does take damage, so he lands prone.
Man, this guy's killing himself.
Right? Jesus.
Well, he has temporary HP, so I mean.
Not anymore.
Yeah, bodies on. He got his knees scraped.
How far did you move to get there? Oh, okay. Alright, so he's in a full attack. Where's my own strike? 30.
You shouldn't have messed with us. Now you will see the true power of Saint Mess. The Earthbreaker. Shattering earthquake attack. Well, Mess, if you're interested, Claudius could make you even more godlike. I could turn you into a stone creature. You
What?
know? You have like a hardness of 10.
All right. So you move, the flying kick, full attack. That Medusa. What
You won't have blood no more.
What else were you doing, Darren?
Oh, I was doing full attack. Key point to attack. First attack will be a trip.
All right. The first attack is a trip. You said. All right, let's see. Trip is normally plus 30. They're plus 37.
Hold on, I'm looking for my character. All I see is Lewis making gun videos of the guy getting shot, and then there we go. All right, here we go. Plus 37. Fuck Zino. Bam. Let's see what I get. That's not good.
Wait, let me see. Hold up. All right, so she's all she's shaking her head, like trying to fight off this confusion effect that's already affecting her. You know, and here comes Mesh. Does the sliding thing, tries to slide her off her feet. She sees him coming, leaps up into the air, and goes vertical and spins completely. Or like she does like this drill.
Oh shit!
And just as you're like underneath her while she's drilling, like she reaches down and it looks like she's about to slice you, but instead of slicing you, like her arm hooks into your hooks around your neck, and she continues the momentum of her spin, and you go and you spin with her, and then she like drops you onto the floor.
Wait, so she grappled me or what?
You failed your check, and you failed it by more than 10, so you're prone.
Oh, the mighty has fallen.
Ooh, okay. That's cool. Can I roll and what's the get up as a free action? What's the check?
You should have gotten a skill trick back on your feet.
Oh, the skill trick? Yeah, back.
Yeah, even Darius has that stuff. This guy level 18 monk. How do you not have that?
What's the
I'm checking. Hold on.
Yeah, like freaking plus like a dexterity check DC 40. They just made you waste your full attack action. How dare they make a
That is called freestand, DC 35. It still provokes attacks of opportunity as well.
That's fine. What's the DC of what my tumble's 35? Is it tumble or is it just
Yeah, it's a tumble.
Acrobatic?
It's acrobatic. 30.
Wait,
30.
Acrobatic or a tumble?
Roll to see if you get a 1.
It's the same thing. Go.
No, actually, no, he doesn't need a roll. It's 35. He doesn't need a roll.
Okay.
He passes automatic.
It's a free action.
So he goes prone, he free actions, gets back up, but provokes an attack of opportunity.
It's like opportunity.
Bitch. I'm gonna be like
You're gonna knock you prone again. You're gonna knock you prone again.
Let's see. Attacking, and when she attacks, okay. I'm just going to roll.
Keep in mind my location with Golden Commander stance on. I don't see, because, like, I don't even see Metsu on my map. Who are you attacking?
the dude, the one that's right here at the bottom left.
Over here.
He's like, if you're attacking him, there's no way for you to threaten him with anybody else.
Miss.
At least it wasn't a 1.
Shots. tired.
Alright, please stand back up.
Yep. Second attack.
What's the second attack going to be?
It's going to be a headbutt.
So it's a plus.
It's a regular attack, but it's plus 26 CMD if it hits.
Lewis, aren't they supposed
So
to
it's whatever
roll?
you roll plus 26.
No, it's a headbutt attack. So I make a regular attack roll. Now if it hits, it does damage regularly, but then they roll a C and it goes by. It's wait, how the fuck does it work? Hold on. A monk slams his head into the enemy's head, leaving them reeling. If the attack hits the foe,
It's a
is at
combat
the same
maneuver check.
time-
Base attack level.
Yeah.
The attack used to hit the foe. And if you're not the same creature type, you have a -8 penalty on the check.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. That's fine. So what is that? 18
Well, what do you normally?
plus 26. That's what it says, unless you didn't update it.
Base attack is, base attack is 16, and then we add your strength, which makes it 21, and then plus 5. The plus 5 on our strike makes it 26.
Lewis, the confusion effect doesn't take effect until the actual turn, right?
Right.
Okay.
Confusion. Yeah, it's every time their turn comes up because I have to roll on their the beginning of each subject's turn.
And then after their turn, it affects like the remaining of until the next turn.
Yeah.
Because that would affect their whether they could take attack opportunities or not. But I guess it's on the after
And
they
if
go.
they can't carry out the indicated action, they just babble incoherently. So babble incoherently is the default. If they what else?
You talking about me, Lou, or this right here?
I'm talking about the confusion effect.
Okay, well, can I roll my
Any
attack?
confused character, however, who is attacked automatically attacks its attackers on its next turn.
On its next turn.
Okay,
As
that's
long
fine.
as it is still confused when its turn comes. So
it can't take
when
attack
her
opportunity.
turn comes up,
She's gonna attack me.
she's gonna attack him. No matter, I don't even roll what her behavior is. She automatically is gonna attack.
And that's fine, because I got high AC.
But that means they can't take attacks of opportunity, right?
She just took one now.
But if she's confused, she can only attack on her turn.
No, she just only attacks me.
No, on her turn I roll behavior. I haven't rolled her behavior yet.
Louis,
So,
do my,
you haven't rolled the behavior yet.
No. As of right now, he attacked her. She defended
Before her
herself,
behavior
and she
kicked
took her
in.
attack of opportunity.
So if her behavior kicked in and said she can only stay in there and babble, does that mean she get attack opportunity, even though she can only stay in there and babble?
I would give it to her. She's being attacked.
But it says that she can't attack until the turn that comes up.
Man,
Automatically attacks attackers on its next turn.
Right.
As long as it's then. Note that a confused character will not make attacks of opportunity against any creature that is not already devoted to attacking.
Actually, Lou.
See, there you go.
Before my attack goes through,
Cool.
Either because of its most recent action or because it has just been attacked. Wait. So she will not make attacks of opportunity against any creature that is not already devoted to attacking. So, like, if he stood up from prone, yeah, he could have stood up from prone without provoking.
Okay.
Because it wasn't an attack against her.
Yeah.
Lewis, let me ask you a question. What kind of weapon
But if
she got?
somebody, like, casts a spell, or somebody, like, try to disarm her, since it's an attack on her, she can take the attack.
Lewis, what kind of weapon she got?
She got two-bladed gauntlets.
A two-bladed gauntlet?
She's got 2 gauntlets that are bladed. They all do. Clearly the 2 of the fighters.
Maybe I'll attack the weapon. I shatter it in one punch. But, nah, I'll go for the headbutt first.
Alright.
So, what was the thing? Plus 18 or 20?
Plus 18.
Alright.
Fail.
That almost was.
Damn. Headbutt. Third attack. Regular attack. Stunning. Actually, let's see which one. The stunning fist. I'm gonna go for the blind.
Regular attack. 27. And it's stunning.
Mm-hmm. Blind.
All right, plus 27 to hit. Miss.
Missed. 17, dog. Wow. Fair enough.
So as you get back on your feet, you try to headbutt her. She dodges
I'm still
to
got
the
that
side.
nigga three attacks.
You go to throw a hook to go and try and hit her in the side of her temple, and like she dodges again backwards. And you notice several things about her as she's attacking. You notice like it's visually you guys can see like they're surrounded by some forms of enchantment or deflection armor around them that's helping the attacks like deflect off of them. You see like I think when you went to go do this attack, she not only like dodged back and you felt your arm kind of like moving to like as if it was being deflected, but it also like banged like you almost hit her on the chin and like a force shield that came up.
Okay, she got some AC on her. I respect that now. Wait, that was my third attack.
But yeah,
let's go with the fourth one. Which is the fourth one? Is it plus 27 again or no? Lower?
Let me check.
Because I did a key point too.
I know I added the key point.
Let me know.
But before I forget, first one, second one was but this one was stunning attack.
Man, Claudius, you better get the dispel, my nigga.
Yeah, this one's at plus 27.
All right, I'm gonna go for a trip again.
So plus 37. Failure, but you did not get you yourself did not get knocked prone in the process.
So it wasn't less than 10. All right, go for wait. What's the next one? Plus what?
22.
You couldn't trip with a 50?
No.
Nope.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. All right, I'm gonna make an attack on the weapon. Use a style strike, shattering punch.
So you're doing a
thunder.
We're gonna brainwash these 4 assassins, have them join the Vindicate. That's a weapon, Yeah, put them in the Temple of Souls. Guard our place. They're pretty good assassins.
All right. So the attack opportunity that she wasn't supposed to take. I'll have it where she took it now because of this one.
No, nigga, that is not how it works. You took it already. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
I had to take it back. And you don't have improved disarm. You don't have improved disarm.
You miss, my nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm not re-rolling the attack. I'm just saying that like I'm applying that roll. I have to.
I thought you meant. All right, cool. Nigga cheating.
I have to. No, I have to. I have to say that because I'm applying.
Okay.
I needed her attack because I wanted to apply combat expertise.
Okay, plus 22. Going for
No. Wait. It's a combat maneuver, so it's not plus 22.
Well, what the fuck is it then?
What's this? Your second to last attack?
Yep.
Plus 6, plus 5 is plus 11. Plus another.
Damn, I thought that
16.
I thought that Carlo was gonna be able to handle this battle. That's why I sealed myself out.
This nigga got everything over here like.
I guess Cynthia and Claude is gonna have to come out of their bubble soon and help out. I was just gonna stay there until the battle was over.
It's plus 16.
Well, what happened was fucking Metsuar kind of like got a string of bad luck.
Yes.
So
you try to disarm her, and that wasn't happening.
No, not disarm.
got a string of bad luck and left
I didn't go with disarm for the thunder.
Claudius
the thunder. Same shit. You try to go and hit her fucking weapon, and
Claudius goes to
twist away,
the
like,
to the rest of the group.
Plus,
Dawn,
Mithra's not really trying to full out attack them. He's like trying some other shit.
you got one
too.
more attack. Just don't roll one. But I don't know what it is you're doing.
I think we should have focused just on one of them, all of us,
Nah,
and the other three.
I don't know what it is you were doing, but it was missed. How does it feel? Feel good?
That's all good.
Tables
man.
turning?
That's how people feel when they're fighting kids. They already know. The Cagewright knows about you, Messor. They're prepared for you, man. They're prepared for your ass.
They're wearing mithril shirts, they're extremely dexterous, and a bunch of buffs on.
It's all good. I got a podcast.
You know that, they got an M in the center of their mithril plate, and it has like a circle with a flash. You know, like the Ghostbuster. Like instead of the ghost, it's like an M
Wow,
for
that's
Messor.
the fucking Messor and the fucking, that's fucked up.
The anti-Messor crew.
You're lucky they're confused right now. Shit. Y'all need to banish these reducers somewhere. Something, I don't know what to tell you. Zyno's hitting them only because it was a touch attack, but
Cynthia goes over to where she saw Zyno last.
Yeah,
he's right there. She's she's blind.
She closed her eyes. She goes over to where she saw Zyno last. And tells
hold on. Does Cynthia need a goggle? I could loan her Claudius. I think I could be good with blind sense.
yeah, she needs goggles. That's why she closed her eyes.
But I don't think she'll be able to do anything though, because we're not protected sphere, unless she's buffing herself or something.
Oh, she can't leave the sphere, that's right.
Oh,
You can't leave.
I can't leave the sphere? Oh, okay.
Nope. We're like in capsule. It's like a protected sphere.
Alright, cool.
It's basically like a weaker version of a wall of force, but it's surrounded.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So basically, anything I do could only affect us.
Yeah,
so,
it's just like wall of force. It's just a dome.
I mean,
alright, cool. So now I'll do a buff then. That works out.
It's water.
Claudius reminds Cynthia, remember, although we're safe here, we could still be non-transposition if we have to. Whoever goes first out there.
Exactly.
Okay, so this will be like our safe battle circle over here.
Right.
If somebody gets hurt, so we'll bring them in here.
We can bring them in here to get them to buff them and heal them when they get hurt. So yeah, so she takes out a wand, her wand of benign transposition in one hand. She has her staff in the other one, and
So she move action takes up.
yeah.
The fuck was that? Oh, I thought that was a dog barking or something. I was like,
She casts blessed aim. She uses a standard action.
oh, blessed aim. So it's like
It's an area effect. So it should go beyond the barrier, doesn't it?
I don't think so.
It only affects the area within the barrier.
she needs to get out.
Never mind, she's a caster. She's good then.
Yeah, you don't have line of effect outside of the barrier.
That's right.
Right now, let's say like this whole place got caved in. Cynthia and Claudia will be like the only two to survive.
50 foot. It's a radius centered on you, so
I was just asking if it affected.
Not right now, but
when
if she gets out, it'll affect.
Oh yeah, so yeah, she might as well do it then. When she gets out, it'll work. How long that spell last?
No, because she plans on staying
for
in
her
there.
16 minutes.
She plans on staying in there and just
probably the rest of the fucking several fights. I know that.
All right, this is the game plan. Like if somebody gets hurt, I could always be non-transposition Cynthia with that person because she's more durable than Claudia.
Yo, let me drop.
So you might need a buff, or Claudius might buff himself to be able to take some abuse if he had to. And it looked like Claudia's gonna have to go out there and debuff these creatures. If Menswar can't hit him, then nobody
If
can.
anything, I'll use benign transposition to send you out there and call somebody else in for me to heal and buff them. We'll just
Yeah.
use this as like a little hospital pretty much.
It sounds good. Yeah. I could cast invisible, and then when I go out there, I could just
So
stealth.
instead, what Cynthia should do is buff you.
Probably. So when I go out there, I'll be and with my stealthy techniques and cast invisibility, I should be able to avoid heat.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a little extra HP. Cynthia touches Claudius and does endurance surge on him.
Oh, so she's not casting plus. I'll take all that shit back.
But he has an extra 10 temporary HP and plus 5 to enhancement to his fortitude save until my next go. This makes it around.
So 10 temporary HP. I don't know less temporary HP.
1 round.
I don't know. Okay.
I thought the enhancement bonus lasts for 1 round.
They both last 1 round.
Maybe 12 times.
No, I'm reading the drama stuff.
That's really weird. Why would I only get temporary HP for 1 round? This 1 round, the target gains an enhancement bonus equal to half your character level to a fortitude saving throws and checks that around Constitution. It also gains twice the bonus of temporary hit points. I don't know, Louis. It's a separate sentence. It's not together. That'd be really weird to get temporary HP.
No, I'm the one that wrote it. That's what it's for.
It's temporary HP for 1 round?
Yeah.
Don't worry about
What
it.
happens if the temporary HP doesn't get used?
Then temporary HP disappears.
I don't know. Don't use it. Don't worry.
Alright, that's cool.
Yeah, save it for. I should be good.
It's basically just like you use it on somebody, and then obviously everybody else goes. If the monster goes, and they're attacking the person that you used it on. It gives them a boost to their HP. The cleric domain stuff isn't really. What is that? Is that the first level one? They're not really that powerful. They're like little aids. If you think about it. If you compare that to all the other cleric domains at first level, they're like just tiny little. They're very tiny buffs. They're not necessarily.
This is the first time I've seen temporary HP on this. That's why I was curious.
Alright, Alma moves down to 4 attack. Actually, no, she's not gonna do that. Actually, she delays. Because, like... No. She delays.
Over and aid.
I think I might send her over to...
Well,
well, no, she wants... I was having a delay because I wanted her to know... I wanted to go after the Medusas that weren't babbling.
Claudius goes to the party.
Like, could you please go and support Metsawar? We take them down one at a time.
One at a time, yes. Don't.
No, she wasn't going after anybody. She was going to go after whoever wasn't incapacitated by the confusion.
Right, which is the one that Metsawar's fighting. Just jump one at a time. Fight whoever Metsawar's fighting, just fight that one. Leave the rest of the time alone.
Keep the other one confused.
Her delaying right now wouldn't really help. We already lost a round to surprise.
Right. I agree. Does she have dispel magic? Claudius goes like, do you have any effects that could dispel their abilities, their buffs? Where does it spell magic? I don't think so, but he don't know. He just asked.
Oh, she has in the drama. She's like, no, I don't have.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have any
I don't know. Maybe
dispelling
she has
abilities.
maybe she has a holy redeemer. I know that shit could dispel creatures. Paladin sword.
For her being a crusader, she's fighting alongside Metsuar. That's the best that she could do. Like,
She missed that.
she's built to help people while fighting. So her delay,
That is true. Crusaders are it's true.
she's going to help
Actually,
Metsuar.
what am I doing? That's her.
You hear your maneuvers.
That's her.
So much maneuvers and shit and stances that she could probably do.
That's her 8 number.
This guy is doing standard attacks.
That's her 8.
She got her stances, all that stuff. You know.
She gets at least 8 if she's not going to attack.
That's what that is. What she said. You make an attack. Make a man. Okay. She does aid and she gives She grants Metzor another.
Who has a higher attack?
She grants Metzor another +8 bonus to his next attack.
Oh, nice.
And he's flanking, so that'd be
right because
that'd be +10.
Right.
You gotta do a 1-inch punch, a mega attack
to his next attack. All of his attacks. So his next attack.
Make sure to put some stunning action on that.
My bad. Came back. I was eating. Now, what did she do to me?
She did 8 another. Gave you +8 to your next attack.
Plus 10 total with the flanking. Okay. Make that one punch count, man. Make a supernova 100 points of damage plus stun, paralyze, all that stuff. Or we're gonna have you aid me drama instead. No, just kidding. Mesor don't do aid. People aid me.
Now I gotta roll the confusion effects, except for the one that's what I think.
Hold on, but that's only for one round. If Mesor doesn't attack the Medusa, that means the following round they have to roll the.
No, yeah. Any confused character who's attacked automatically attacks its attacker on its next turn.
Right.
So it's her turn, so it's automatically gonna go after Metzor.
No, I mean like next turn. Let's say Mesor doesn't attack her.
Oh yeah, then I gotta roll. Yeah.
Then you have to roll and reset it, right?
Yeah.
So let's all focus on one Medusa at a time.
My dice.
And you know one of the confusion chart, I think it says attack the spellcaster. So that's why I got that freaking force field there, in case they get that shit. Like attack the spellcaster.
Yeah.
Let me see. I think what they gotta roll.
But we're spellcasters too.
If they roll in the D100, if they roll 1 to 10, attack caster with melee or ranged weapons.
3.
But we're all spellcasters.
No, the person actually casted the spell on them.
Oh.
It's almost like karma.
No, I got you.
1. Okay, 22. Oh, babble incoherently. 3. Attack caster with a range weapon, which they can't do because they're using the force field. So that's another babble incoherently. 71. Attack nearest creature.
Awesome.
This one's babbling. This one's babbling. This one's going after the nearest creature, which could be either Zynel or Blink. I'm a little randomly on that. Actually, technically, it would be Zynel because there's a force sphere in her way. It would be easier to Zynel.
So the other two babbling coherent. One is gonna attack Sino. I guess but don't attack that one though, Sino. Like let Valena take hate from that one. Damn man, this is gonna be pretty easy for you to take hate, Valena. Just hit her once and they gotta attack you.
Yeah.
You don't gotta use your knight's ability on them. Just save that for later battles. Dude, I should have. This is not a bad spell. I might use this again. Pretty good strategic spell.
Oh yeah.
I'm just concerned about that Cagewright with those two snakes over there. It's like we're not doing that. Well, then he's probably just gonna be watching there for a bit, probably. Crystals. They're prone too. So I know. They got a +4 to hit you.
Which
Maybe 5 feet away from me. You have to be next to me in order for me to help.
doesn't have to be around. Just attack nearest picture. Okay.
It don't matter. I mean, he got
He's not gonna die. He got too much buffs on him.
he got a lot of buffs. Yeah, if anything, will be 9 transposition a minute, he'll be fine.
Let him die.
Let him die, you said?
No. How you hear that?
Was that your inner Kai?
Mm-hmm.
He's prone.
Man, that dude's like assuming the position there. Prone. Look at that, his knees.
Roll up. Damn it, she was back here. Roll will save. Dino.
Okay.
Will save.
You get an extra +1.
She did like a psychic type ability.
Damn.
What you got, 35? Because will save is 18.
So she glares at Zino. And she glares at him. She looks like she's like intently stares at him as he's like on the floor, like trying to get back up. You feel inside of your mind as like you hear this like this ringing sound that like instantly like rises and fucking crescendo like to a point where like
It's amazing how none of them use that.
to a point it starts to rise up as high as it can go before you mentally start to like shake it out and fight against it, because had it kept going you would have felt your mind being torn apart.
It's almost as if they know after gazing.
It was she was delivering a massive assault on the thought pathways of your mind. Would have been 19d10 points of damage if you failed.
Whoa, that's some serious damage. 19d10?
Jesus.
Let me see. I would have survived. Let me see. Roll 19d10.
What would have been?
That
That would have been
That's a massive damage.
What's the DC on that on the fortitude save? Is that a fortitude
that
save?
It was a
would have
will
taken
save.
my HP, but like that, oof.
It would have
It's a will
been.
save?
It was a
But
will
it's not a massive. That's not a massive damage. Does it trigger a massive damage or no?
Yeah, it's massive damage. That's one attack.
What's the DC? What was the DC?
It was 24. It's not that high.
Damn, look at my shit. I rolled a 40. Nigga, like, oh my, the sound. Get out of here.
That's your will save?
I think so. No, I think it's plus 22.
Damn, I got some weak will save. Even saying will save is higher than mine.
How the fuck you have a high low will save as a wizard? What kind of shit is that?
Well, wisdom is not my main stat.
Oh my god, what?
What are you talking about? I'm not a cleric, man. Wisdom is not my main stat. Now, if If there was a way I could put my intelligence to be my will save, yo, that should be like.
Mesoir have one of the lowest HP in the group though. Ding.
My will save is high enough.
My HP's high, nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah, we had to like. We took pity on you. We gave you a +4 Constitution item. I remember we all invested. Like, yo, let's get this dude now with a +4.
All that drinking.
Drinking.
This one makes a full attack on Squawk.
Yeah.
Well, I got higher perception than the monk, so I'm happy about that. Even though perception is all wisdom-based skill.
Oh my god.
Roll the 1, Lewis.
See that? One was a 20.
You failed, Lewis.
No,
Actually, no.
That's to confirm.
That's the 20. That's to confirm that failed to confirm.
Yeah, man.
Nigga, you failed to confirm.
Yeah, okay, I failed to confirm. Yeah.
Oh, you rolled a 20, so you hit me?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't see it.
You made your match. You made your match, Mesoir.
Okay, so then that would be the second attack and the third attack. I gotta roll the third attack.
I already know what the Cagewright is gonna do in his turn. He's gonna mace all of us except Mesoir. Just keep Mesoir fighting the Medusa by his own. And the rest of us will be in the mace for a few rounds. Mesoir will get a heart attack. He'll be like, I was immune to fear, not anymore.
Well, at least I know she rolled a 20 there, and everything else is like.
We're about to see, Matt. That 11 probably hit.
This nigga's reading an ability he has to try to fucking put it on me. I already see what's going on.
Hey, you don't know, man. Maybe these creatures we're fighting are epic
Yeah,
levels.
that's deceptive, dude.
They're over 1,000 years old.
What does what do, Lewis?
I have an ability on here. I might write down what it's supposed to do.
What's it called? What's it called? Samuel?
Deceptive. This guy.
Deceptive? Yeah, you get an AC bonus. Yo, you nigga, you flanked. How are you not in body right now by the drama bomber?
Fuck.
You drama. Give me a true try.
Yeah, they're assassins. You know, if they flank you, they'll be getting a sneak attack up to Wahoozy.
Yeah, they Medusas, and I'm still looking at you, but I ain't see one gaze attack yet. Why is that?
It's not a gaze attack. It's like you're looking at the eyes, but they don't do nothing to you. That's why you don't have to roll safe.
Oh, that's what it is.
What does it do, though? What did you decept on me?
I don't know why I rolled that many attacks. I'm just gonna take the first one.
Damn, so he hit me.
Games of
Probably his cast technique on you now. I mean, he was doing pretty high damage at one point.
damage, take off 10 damage reduction. That's okay. Temporary HP. Yeah, you 2 points of damage, you have temp HP.
No, wait. Yeah, I got 10 DR, so he did 2 damage.
That's what I said, 2.
No, you said
2 damage.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Off your temp HP.
I like that. That's
so
what I was like. What's that?
That's it, 2 damage?
That's what I looked at him like. It heals back up like. Whoop.
What's your heal rate? Your healing factor?
It's 10 HP per round.
What? It was like 1 HP or 2 HP.
These snakes is coming, nigga. Hold up.
Yeah, no matter.
On my back.
They're like, well, we can't hit this, so we're going to swallow him whole.
Yo, Pachado, you like eating your mic, my nigga? You sound like you.
He said these snakes are coming. Oh, shit.
Oh, my bad.
You sound like one of the adults on fucking Charlie Brown.
Yeah, like the crystal snake. They're like, whoa, we can't hit Mesoir. His AC too high. We just gotta swallow him all.
Nope, that's a CMB, son. Then you gotta get my CMD. That's what we're like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. CMD 7, nigga, get out of here. The Time Dragon CMD.
Gotta go meditate with Time Dragons. You get me a Time Dragon if it's familiar.
What's your Toshi? Oh, they definitely.
I've never even heard of a crystal snake before.
So the two crystal snakes with Sithor riding upon one of them, they move over towards the edge of the pit, and as they move over there, and you see the glinting light, the light glinting off their crystalline hides. Their mouths open each as a burst of searing light shoots forward, and both of them strike upon Metsuwa with
What they shoot?
searing light.
Searing light?
A total of 10d, takes 5d8 damage from each attack. 49 damage.
What? The unhittable got hit?
Well, he doesn't have to. It's a third level spell. He could just put his aura up and that wouldn't be a problem.
I thought it was on, but I guess not.
You gotta tell me when to put it on because we've already explained that it's such a big radius it can screw your allied casters over.
You're right. Go ahead. I'll take that damage. Now, did I have spell resistance or no?
You do have spell resistance.
You know what I'm saying? Does it have spell resistance?
Actually, it's strange touch. I don't think you get spell resistance.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
I think it is though.
This guy Darren, he's not messing around with his defense ability.
Except there's no castle level for the thing.
Okay.
Hold on, let me look at the attack. The attack's not really being specific. It's searing light, but it's he doesn't get spell resistance. It's a supernatural attack.
So wait, there's
not a spell like ability. It's a supernatural attack that fires searing light as the spell, but it's not the spell itself. So it's like equivalent to the spell, but it's not a magic spell. It's a supernatural ability. Okay. So yeah, it hit and you dealt all that damage.
No, but there's no save for nothing.
Nope.
No save.
All right, cool.
No range touch hit you easily, like you would like they came out like you were ready. You Metsuwa was ready. You know he saw it coming. He was ready to dodge and everything, but it just like
that's fine. No, that's all right.
The attacks of the constructs were seriously modified and enhanced, as you can see.
Wait, those were 2 attacks?
Well, it was one searing line from each. They're done.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I thought that was like one hit. All right, no, I'll take that all day. That's what's up. How much temporary HP did I lose?
All of them.
We lost all the temp HP.
And some of it real.
Some of it real, yeah. 22. So yeah, 26 temp HP.
He's good. He's good. Easy peasy, right, man? You'll get like 10 HP back next round.
If I was
issues,
wait till my next turn. I go, when you got that glow.
He says if they're gonna follow us, what we can do is we use a terrain to our advantage. I'll strike these two up here and get their attention. But any kind of cover you can take from those snakes, take that cover. Fight them from behind cover. You have the two pillars over here, the walls over on top. So, this dude's still prone, right? I know. So, I'm going to throw my shit at this one.
Oh, let me tell you. I have to do him.
Changes his stance to the Iron God's clear.
We have warning roar. Right, this tactics. Drum. Drum. One, two, so it's pretty.
So he uses his swift action to hit Netsuwa's warning roar, so Netsuwa gets another turn. He uses his doesn't bother him anyway. What he does is he'll make an attack against well no, it's confused. But it could hit. It could hit from the enemy.
Well, if you attack her, it'll attack.
I know it'll attack that.
However,
It's like
if
a
you
free
ready-
poke if you hit him.
however,
Not hit him,
if you
just
ready-
attack him. You need to hit him.
However, if you're ready in action, let's say on her go, she just like babbles. You save not having her to attack you. We don't know how much damage I do. And then if she's gonna attack Cyan or anyone else, then you could just throw your shield or whatever you were gonna do. Because she might even attack her ally next round.
Well,
right?
right now I have Iron God's Glare active, so this gives I know an extra 4 ace.
Okay.
If it will stand up, it'll be just fine. So I think doing that may be best. What I'll do is I'll keep my Iron God's Glare on him, but for the other guy that's over there, that's far away, and also just to solidify it, I'll throw my shield at the one that's not fighting fire. To provoke him.
So, swift action was what?
My swift action was White Raven's attack on Netsuwa.
To give him an extra turn.
Mhm.
And so this here goes yours -1. Is that how it works?
Mm-hmm. And then my standard action is a shield sling against
Shield sling is a feat that
yes.
this guy gave you.
I'll take the shield sling against the one that they're fighting. Actually, no, because it's going to attack wherever they attack last. Which means they're going to destroy that. Alright, so I'll just shield sling the one that they're not attacking. This one over here. That's for his that one.
This one?
Yeah, I'll shoot.
Alright, roll the attack.
And by the way, I have my other shield out for my last fight.
So what shield's getting thrown?
Shield's gonna there's only what you call it, the one with the one the not Colton's Wall is the one I'm talking. Kensu's shield I keep on.
You throw calls from the wall.
That's the one that has calling on him. Kensu Shield is not calling. So I wouldn't throw that before.
Which gift is that?
Auto the 4.
Alright. The shield moving in a direction, but
Let's go counter attack. Then I want a 5-foot step right next to my man Vinyl. That way I'll be able to give him that AC bonus. And the next time AC gets attacked, I have Iron Guard's rear active and expensive wars.
Mental your turns come up again thanks to White Raven's tactics.
Quick and spell-like ability, True Strike.
So what is that? Action. Yes.
Right, now I'm not gonna waste an action point. Fuck it. They gave me a +8 to trip, right? Or whatever the next attack.
Wait,
Let's
what?
go. No, never mind. Key point to attack. Let's go for a trip again. I got a +8 to it, right?
Give me a sec.
37.
Make sure I get all the bonuses. Hey, don't roll anything.
Okay.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks. Your first attack is a what? You said that's gonna be the trip.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one is at +47 plus another 8. That's at +45. So +45. No, +47 because you're flanking.
Now, if this don't hit, my nigga, I don't know what else to tell you.
60.
Wait, did True Strike?
No. You got the bonus from the drama.
Oh yeah, in the drama, yeah.
Who's fucking?
What the fuck?
Yo, who's that?
No, my wife just had a nightmare. She's
Nigga.
That does not sound like
Yeah,
a
you're
nightmare.
right.
That sounded like a wet dream. That's what that.
You woke up like
Stop playing right now.
Pachado, stop it right now. This nigga Pachado is multitasking.
Oh, nah, man.
You should go throw your wife under the bus like that, bro. That's
That
fucked up,
nigga
man.
said, "Oh, she had a night terror. Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, man, my wife was a nightmare. She deserves to be
Guy's got
born.
one hand on the laptop,
She is
and the other
not-
hand
she is-
over.
She is not up at this time, man. She has to be up at 4:30.
That's why he mad at
You're not judging.
if that's how you scream from a fucking nightmare.
We not judging.
I was like, what the?
Oh shit!
Damn, I need to get my life together. That girl, it's like,
You gotta wipe up, right?
I'm fucking
I'm about
up.
to wake Jericho up. I'm like, hey, Jericho.
Never mind. You don't make Sal Charles wife, man.
I'm concerned with what you're dreaming about. You know? I'm not letting you go to sleep anymore unless you fucking tell me you're dreaming
You
about
know what you sound like?
This time's over.
Actually, she's in pain. Her arm fell asleep.
That's how my arm fell asleep too. Then, no, all right,
Yeah, whack it off. I'm so
60.
fucking distracted right now. That was mad distracting. Holy shit. Okay. I'm trying to find this goddamn bitch's fucking CMD. Where is it?
If it's over 60, then you over fucking did it, nigga.
He said I overdid it. Says the guy with like 70 fucking CMD himself.
My CMD is 70.
I overdid it.
Well,
I missed.
it's better to get pleasure than get yelled at, right?
Yeah, you're right.
You right? You right?
But Charlo, I missed on a 60.
No, you got her. You got her.
Wait, he's on a 60?
No, he got her.
Okay, well,
I was about to say, I'm like, damn, Cynthia, I guess they need me out there.
All right, Lewis, me and I'm assuming the drama's gonna take attack opportunity. Anybody who has ranged attack opportunity if they can. If they can't, then
Yeah, me too. I roll my
I
staff.
need to fucking get snapshot for real though.
1d10 plus 2. You think I'll hit with a 1d20 plus 2? Plus
hit him. Good shit.
plus 4. She probably missed.
Let me try and hit with that. She got
The
plus 20.
drop, the AC Crohn's that AC drop by another 4. Hold up.
I hit with that. I'm right there. Right, I'm right there with her. Nigga, why you squinting?
Hold on. Fuck. I'm squinting because I'm trying to look at fucking AC. -4.
Yeah.
Flank bonus. Plus 2 to
yeah, I
flank.
got flank bonus. Hold on, I forgot to add that. Thank you, Shadow. Put that. That's a 40. That's a 47, and I'm a 46. Thank you, Shadow, for saying
You're
that.
welcome.
Flank bonus, nigga. Don't forget.
Plus 2 makes a
Make a big ass
difference. Yep.
Gonna use 1 drunken key point to use drunken strength. Getting all the damage I can out of this motherfucker right now. Oh, I can only do that on a regular attack. Never mind.
I think it's normal attack. Like, so, 27. All right. 45, and she got. All right. Even while prone, you both miss.
Wait a minute. I got a 46 and she got a 40, a 47 and we missed?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
What's your AC again?
Huh?
Your AC, what is it again? Oh, it's 50. It's 56. Okay. Did you ever get your strength bonus? Did you ever get your strength? No, you didn't. Nobody cured your strength penalty?
I thought that went away by now.
No. Cynthia, you dropped the ball, Cynthia.
I didn't drop anything. There was nothing communicated to me. Why would I kill it?
Yeah, it never got cured. Holy shit.
And the funny thing is, I'm sitting here with Sacred Guardian. I automatically know all your status. But if you didn't tell me, obviously I'm not going to know.
Your shit is fucking -3 this whole fucking time. Oh my god.
I'm not going to run for it.
Yeah.
I don't
We just have it taken off.
-2 to strength. It's only like.
It's like -3 from his strength. But all right. So that's hold on. That trip from the. I'm gonna help you watch. I'm gonna tell you. Watch.
That has to be
Watch.
taken off.
Listen. That 60 is now a 57. It's still tripping.
Mm-hmm.
So.
60.
Giving you an idea of what the CMD is.
All right, Lewis, but why doesn't that go off after a certain number of rounds? How long has it been, nigga? We had.
It's damage. No one's cured the damage yet.
It's permanent.
No, it has to.
Unless it's permanent, unless Cynthia cures it.
I got you. You talking about you need?
No, it's not permanent. It's damage, which means he either has to rest or somebody has to use magic to cure it.
Heal it. You mean like when I heal myself because I'm healing constantly?
No. Like something that specifically heals ability scores.
Oh, okay.
Like lesser restoration.
I thought I was immune to ability damage with what you call it? I thought they casted it. No, I thought they casted all that shit on, so it'd be immune ability damage, or is that death?
There's no such.
Oh, you're thinking of death. No, you're thinking of death ward. You're thinking of death ward. Everybody has death ward on, so they can't be killed by.
You're right.
There's nothing in this game that
you can't get negative levels, and you can't be killed by death spells like that. So power, you're immune to powered kill right now.
Don't worry. I know what my next key power is.
Stop powered kill. Damn.
Nope.
That does.
Oh, Lewis, can you heal that damage that's on me? That 10 points?
I got a scroll on lesser restoration. I
What
could
level spell? Stopping a knife level. Yep.
Nope.
Yeah, it does.
Can you put my HP up by 10?
Why?
Because, it was my turn and I heal.
But it's still the
You
same
heal
round.
once per round. It's the same round.
Dead body.
I don't know.
White Raven's tactics doesn't let
He
you.
just went twice.
I was just saying, yeah.
My bad. All right, bro.
No.
All right. I'm gonna go for a
Ship you
vicious
with the
stomp.
time. It's good. All right. So yeah,
Vicious
instant a miss.
stomp.
Now take your attack opportunity for knocking them prone. For them going prone.
You mean vicious stomp?
Vicious stomp, yeah.
Yeah, don't change the name.
Whatever.
Alright.
Greater trip. Okay, yeah. First one for greater trip. Second one.
Fuck, man, this is gonna be rough.
This looks like a Sino battle, but he's off commission over there.
Before Metsuar does that, he's gonna activate, DBZ mode, free action,
DVC mode.
my bubble.
Are you putting the bubble on?
Yeah, nigga, so I don't get hit in the back again by that bullshit.
Bubble. Oh,
There's a global vulnerability.
yeah.
It's circle of protection. So
That's a standard action, isn't it?
No, it's a free action for me.
What? Is that a feat?
Oh, actually, it's at will. No, it's same. It's just at will. You can do it.
It's a standard action to do that. It's a standard action.
Yeah, fuck. Or do I have it drawn already? I do have. Is that a 20-foot radius thing over here? Yeah, this is. I'll copy this. I think I kept it. Copy. Okay, so I'll change the color. The orange radius looking. This orange radius bubble is Metsuar's. His fucking protective aura.
Alright, so plus 27. I'm gonna make an attack.
Protective aura is 20-foot radius, so it's like it's 20-foot radius of light, and it's a double strength magic circle against evil and a lesser glow with invulnerability, as if it was cast at level 16.
Messor just bankai. Say Messor bankai.
Alright, that missed.
Oh wait, hold on. Why is it? Don't put 27. It's like 29.
Oh, 29? Okay. Still miss.
That's not the vicious stomp. No.
That's the vicious stomp. The 29, the 16.
Both the 16?
116 was my attack roll. 116 was my vicious stomp. Remember the look. All right, let's do this.
There's the trip. Oh, okay. There's the greater trip, and then there's the stomp.
Actually, can I? Oh wait, I can't. I can't reposition him to the spot that I want to. So never mind. It's fine because he won't be flanked. I can't do that.
All right, so we got attack number 5.
What do you mean 5, nigga? This is attack number 2. I started off with a trip.
This is attack number 1. Still.
Oh, okay. So what are we doing? We're at attack number 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
29.
So plus 29. Miss. Roll again. Miss. Roll again. Miss. Now it goes lower.
24. Yeah. See if you don't.
Wait, no, I got a key point to attack, right? So wait.
I added that already.
Oh, okay. So which one am I at? 22?
22, so 24 because you're flanking.
24.
Yes.
And don't roll a 1. Yeah, okay. No. Yeah, I'm about to grapple this bitch. This is what you're gonna do.
Sithar begins to laugh. Even the Earthbringer
How do you know my name?
cannot face
Uh,
the realistic blondes.
is that the Cagewright talking?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like,
They were prepared for you, buddy. They were prepared for you.
indeed.
Oh. Sithar just, like I said, he's just riding atop the crystal snake. His arms fold. Here's I don't need. It seems that I don't really need to do much. I'm just gonna sit here and
They
enjoy
always talk shit. So next thing you know, they get fucked up. Then like, what happened?
sitting there, whatever. But it looks like he's just ready for action. Round 2, Claudius. See a very cocky sorcerer in the back. Oh.
Claudius, a cocky sorcerer.
No, I said you see a cocky fucking sorcerer in the back.
Oh, this dude over here, he's a sorcerer?
Yeah.
What was over here, Lewis, in this red thing? Was
That's
that
the
like a
that was
blade?
that was the pit trap
It's
with
trap.
the blade with
Trap.
with the blades at the bottom that cut you up and shit.
How deep is it? Did Mesmer ever say?
He didn't say how deep it was.
Was it deep?
Yeah, it was pretty deep. 100 feet.
I think it was 20. I think it was 30 feet.
30 feet.
So where's the trap? Pit traps are
This nigga relating them stole my fucking initiative. This shit is bad low down. This is funny.
Funny.
trap.
All right.
Yeah, it's 30-foot deep pit filled with whirling blades the size of long swords.
I'm about to throw these bitches in the pit. I'm just keep tripping them over there. It's just funny. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna walk to the edge of that shit and just sit there waiting. She has to attack me, right?
Yeah, you could go to the edge, just attack you. If you get off another trip,
Then I'm gonna
What did
reposition.
then you
That's
can.
longer than
I
that.
think you can key throw them into the.
Yeah, I can reposition. It's the same size.
What did the sorcerer do on his go? Did he do anything, or he just watching?
Just watching, laughing, arms. Well,
He's like you, nigga. Saving the spells.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you could, since she's gonna attack you anyway, she'll follow you to attack you because she's confused.
Yeah, but I don't know. Those snakes got reached though, my nigga. I don't know if niggas right in my back.
That's true. So then, but you only have to go far enough so that you can keep throw her in. So how far can you keep throw someone?
They gotta be right next to the hole.
It's adjacent
Like,
to but any square.
So
Any square.
you could be. You could be.
What is their reach? Their reach is 10 feet.
So yeah, you should be just outside their reach.
They can only. He'll be outside their reach. Yeah.
Oh,
Unless they got 15-foot reach, they can't hit you.
You can't move there. You full attack.
I know, nigga. Wait, I still got a
Can't
as a move action. Do I got a move action or no?
No, you full attack.
I know. Okay. I'm about to use Lewis. Use hustle.
Or you have hustle, man.
Yeah, wish I did.
Fucking Sonic power.
You should have thought of that when you first went. When you had 2 goes, nigga. You should have thought of that when you fucked up the first time. Like, oh, let me do this now. Well, nah, you take that tactic
So all
twice.
these niggas right up in there.
Well, then him shaking his head like, damn, son.
Lewis,
It's save tactic twice.
how big is huge? Like if a creature was huge, how big is that?
Huge. That's the huge size right there. 3x3 space.
This over here?
Yeah, those crystal snakes are huge size.
All right.
Cast a large person on that's all. That's exactly he's
All
thinking.
right. So Claudius, he's casting damn, it's been a while to do this. What is it called? That it's concealed spell casting. I don't want the sorcerer to be able to discern what spell he's casting.
Mm-hmm.
Concealed spell casting, and he's gonna cast where is it at? It's a beguiler spell.
I'm about to realize.
He's gonna cast greater invisibility himself.
Okay, seems good.
From which?
From beguiler. Low force spell. So remember, concealed spell casting, and then that. All right. So after he does that, swift action, a brute jaunt over here.
Niggas gonna be like, I got true sight. I see your bitch ass.
Now he's gonna use. Wait. How does that work? I know that I won't be able to use it until like next turn, or next turn I won't be able to use it. I could do a swift action and then an immediate action, correct?
It'll take up your next.
Yeah, your immediate action will take up your next.
It'll take up my next turn. That means next turn I won't even have it either.
No, wait. Can you do that?
Yeah, that's the way it works. That you can take a swift on your go, but your immediate action you could take after your go is over, and then you won't get your swift when your go comes back up. But you can't take a swift and immediate in the same turn.
Oh, no, using immediate on your turn is the same as using a swift action.
Right. So you could.
Oh.
So that means you should be able to get your swift on your turn.
Yeah,
But
there
once
is.
your turn is up, you could get an immediate, but then you won't get your swift when your turn is
specifically right there. You cannot use another immediate action or something.
All right. In other words, if I were to use a brute, what is it called? I haven't used it in a while.
Yeah, once you use a brute jaunt with your swift, you don't have to do a
Until
swift action.
after your next turn. What?
Your turn until your turn is up, you won't get a replenishment on your
No,
swift.
that will count as my. No, I think you can, because I could use it as my swift action now, and then if I use an immediate action, that will take the swift action for my next turn.
Right. Yeah, but your turn would have to be over in order for it to count as an immediate action. Because immediate actions only happen when your turn is over.
Yeah, but that's easy. I could take my turn, finish, and then right away use the immediate action right there.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's only my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that. So, you could end your turn and then use the immediate action.
Now I'm gonna need Cynthia's help. Actually. Let me see. Oh, Cynthia goes almost like not that far after me. So okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Cyanol, you need time to be able to prepare to be able to fix your weapon, correct?
Yes, a few seconds is all I need, though.
All right, good. So this is what Claudius.
First, you gotta go pick it up, nigga. Drop it.
All right, this is what we're gonna do. Cynthia's gonna brute jaunt Claudius with Cyanol. That way, I could save some action economy.
All right.
So Claudius is gonna delay his action until after Cynthia goes.
Gotcha.
All right, I can't wait. Lewis, when are they gonna go? I want to see these niggas knife niggas up.
Oh, did you were averting your gaze? Or you had the goggles?
I have my eyes closed.
You had your eyes closed?
Yeah.
Yep.
And casting spells is doing it.
Oh, I didn't know you had your eyes closed. I thought you were averting your gaze.
No, eyes are closed and bleeding.
Why did you do that? Because I had you roll like 442 saves
no,
before.
You didn't.
Because you ate
I only rolled those 42 saves for Ladenum.
That's what I'm talking about right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Why do you keep thinking I'm talking about Cynthia all the time?
Because
that's the
Charles was talking about Cynthia.
Oh no, I said Villanum, so I said Villanum roll his saves.
Oh, okay. I didn't roll him. Sorry.
Where you see?
20, 17, 20, 19.
He don't want to turn the stone.
2 20s on 19
Alright,
and
so
17.
Zino.
Oh my god.
Then Zino's turn. I gotta roll the gauge text. The verdict
You got roll what for Simon?
because his gaze is averted. Yeah.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Alright, he's gotta make 142. Wait. No, he's gotta make 3. My bad. Pass. Pass. Oh my god.
Was that Zinal? You turned a stone?
Yeah, so Zino.
I'm using Slinger's luck.
Ooh. So you guys start to see Zino like as he's trying to stand back up. His gaze catches the eyes of the Medusa in front of him. Don't tell me it's
Yo, just last,
Get
just a few more
oh,
seconds.
okay.
Man.
Suddenly you see like his skin start to like harden,
It's not-
like in
it's
various spots throughout his body, like starts to turn like. That's when
Wait,
it's like.
wait,
He fucking
wait.
breaks. You see, so the gray spots that look like stone patches on his body, they snap off and break to the ground as he reaches for Scarlet.
Nigga did a Orochimaru.
This guy's Slinger's luck, man. Crap. I'm sitting here like ready to turn him to stone. He's like, no, Slinger's luck.
Question: Can I still be
18 ass
non-trust
motherfucker.
position? Can I still be non-trust position with a petrified?
You have to re-roll or save the 2
Would that,
points. Okay.
would that still work? Be non-trust position on a petrified character? Or
No, I think they consider it an object right after that. Yeah.
don't turn to stone yet, buddy.
I already
Animate object
used my
though.
Slinger's luck.
Hey.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's not your night, Steiner.
That's what
Don't
your
worry
wizard
about
would do.
That's fucked up.
Be
Like,
like,
damn,
you'll
he
still
turned
be
to
of use
stone.
to the
Alright,
party,
I'm gonna
animate
cast an animate object.
Still needs you.
Don't worry, Steiner. We're gonna put you in that little nice safe bubble there, so you'll be safe.
Wailing. I can't wait to play.
That was my reroll, Lewis. I got a
This is grip
17.
points. Hold up, these guys.
Yo, Emmanuel Snake Eyes, yo, double ones.
Slinger's luck, man. Luck indeed. You fought off getting turned to stone.
How many times per day you can do that?
It's as long as I have grip points.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Two grip points to reroll.
Damn, son.
Wow,
Check
don't
this
see it.
Statue of Liberty, kid.
I've never used that until right now.
Yeah, that's when you fucking need that shit. That's why.
You remember that quick. He didn't even need to check his character sheet. What can save me? He just knew. He was...
Cynthia and Claudius don't got line of effect, so we couldn't do Alter Fortune either.
Yeah, that was all on you, bro.
That was all I knew, man.
Save them a spell. Shit.
Even if we wanted to, we can't. Don't got line of effect.
All right, so we've got. She's not going to attack you because she's not going to take an attack. So you're free to grab your weapon and fix it and stand up from prone. Dang, that's 2 moves. What's your acrobatics?
Man,
Acrobatics is
no, Claudius. No, Claudius talks to Simon.
27?
Yo, wait.
You can stand up as a free
26.
action and roll.
Claudius.
26.
I mean, Sino. Don't
Yeah.
what?
Should be
what-
27. Why is 26? I gotta send you an updated sheet.
Just let him do his thing. Don't even think
Right.
Like his numbers are off.
But since he's gonna transfer,
I think what happened was I noticed his dex was higher,
It's okay.
so I had to fix it. If I forgot to send him the update.
Continue.
Only 20 plus 20.
Continue to turn.
20. We are. I'm trying to see if we can stand up as a free action.
He needs a 35.
Yeah. You just gotta roll the acrobatics. Plus 27.
Fail.
Oh shit. So you stand
I
up.
don't know. He wants to get killed. All right.
Lewis, I will make him re-roll the check. Oh wait, is it an attack? Or...
You're more than 30 feet away, man.
Okay, never mind.
And I think that thing that you do is only for saving throws anyway.
No, he's not.
and skill saves. I'm rerolling.
5, 6. He's 30 feet away. Is it 30 feet?
Well, his thing he does is only for
You're
single
gonna mess
saves
with
and
that. He's all the way over here.
I think I'm right here.
No, you just move your character. You
Insightful wisdom is within 30 feet.
25, 30, yeah.
But I
You
thought it
over
only
here,
works
you
for
It only works on
That was not over there. What are you talking about?
It only
bro?
works on attacks or saving throws.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, cool. I was trying to help out. I'm sorry. Now I know.
Not a bar.
I'm gonna use a grip point from my ring.
This nigga is over here gritting.
I'm gonna use a grip point from my ring to re-roll the skill.
Yeah, okay, good luck.
I got a 44.
The ring does that?
Slinger's luck. I can re-roll skills.
The ring of grip mastery?
Yeah, I have two grip points
No,
in
the
there.
2 grip points in there can only be used to activate the ring's powers.
Get buddy.
And I just use a grip point then.
Get ready.
Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Wait, Slinger's luck again.
You can do that.
You can do that more than once? Holy shit.
It doesn't specify otherwise.
That's cheesy as hell.
I think so, yeah.
Usually you can't do that shit more than once in a... Even Alter Fortune is the swift action. I mean, immediate action. You can only do it once per round.
I can
Oh, here it is.
grip to re-roll a save or a skill
Some
check.
deeds can, but there are some deeds stay in effect. Gunslinger can only.
Lewis is like a...
Yeah, it is. Unless otherwise noted, a deed can be performed multiple successive times, as long as he has the grit.
We need to. Gunslinger too.
No fucking joke.
I don't think that class was edited correctly, man. It's just like some random dude just made that class. It's like whoever made Gunslinger must have made Unchained Monks too. Whoever heard of Flurry of Blows and Move as well? What the?
Oh, it doesn't cost 2. It costs 1 point for a skill. Okay.
It costs 1 point.
All right. So what'd you get for the reroll?
44.
Okay, so you stand up as a. You guys see this amazing reality altering. You just seen Zino pull off some amazing stunts. Breaking out of statue, almost turned into a statue.
Well, he's pushing humping him down, bro. It only makes sense.
Timur is with him
Timur
as he flips back up onto his feet with the gun in his hand. And what is it to clear the weapons? Standard or
Move action to clear.
I thought it was faster. Is there anything that makes it faster? Like if it's your
The quickest you can only make is move action, but after that it's a standard. I thought that it was a free action, but it's not. It's a move action.
or if you spend one, so you're spending.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no point in spending a grit to clear it as a move action because you already used the move action to stand back up. So
I thought he stood up as a free action because he passed.
He stood up as a free. You know, he did stand up as a free action. No, to pick up his weapon from the ground because it dropped.
That was a move. That's
a move action. So there's no point in using the grip point. So as a standard action, he's clearing his weapon.
I'll clear it then.
So the broken condition has been moved. Removed. Turn done, and take off the prone. Alright, simple.
Will be the denied transposition between Claudius and Zino.
She doesn't see her targets, so you gotta open your eyes.
I gave her my gauntlet.
Yeah, but I would have to spend an action.
I was saying you have to spend actions to.
Oh yeah, never mind. So I'm using
she averts her gaze. She trusts her fortitude.
Yeah, your fortitude is better than mine, so yeah, you could handle it better. Yeah, I got my goggles on then from previous rounds.
The portfolio that she mostly is tied to when it comes to Almeida is
roll 2 fortitudes.
So it don't make sense that she go ahead and put the numbers up herself. 17. 13.
Fail.
No. 42.
Oh yeah, let me
42's like, yeah.
UMD. UMD is
I
10
love how
plus
this
1.
nigga built full mental work counters.
Who are you switching with? You and
No, not me.
I mean
Between
Claudius and
Zymo and Claudius.
Yeah.
And the enemy cast divert teleport. That should be funny.
that was
All right.
standard.
That was my
Sure,
my
put
move
himself
action. She stays right there.
So anyway, Simon, I guess you weren't paying attention. Why risk standing up when Cynthia was about to be non-trans position? Now you could have taken your
No,
chance.
there was no risk because
he did it as a free action, and there was no attack of opportunity.
it wouldn't have been. Yeah, there wouldn't have been an attack opportunity because she's busy.
Because
The confused creature won't take an attack opportunity on somebody unless
He's attacking.
it was an attack, like say like somebody tried to disarm her or sunder her.
And I rolled the UMD already. I got 9 plus 20, right? 29. She's not moving from there, and she's gonna keep her move action, so she's done.
All right. So as long as I'm by you, Valenum, I have some sort of protection, right?
You have a +3 to your AC for standing next to me, and if anyone tries to hit you, they have a -4 to attack because of glare, Iron Guard's glare.
Okay. So
That's a net gain of +7 AC.
Claudius goes to Valenum. There's an off chance that these Medusa-looking creatures, they might go after me because I casted the spell. Just keep an eye on them. All right, Lewis. If I were to cast a huge creature over here, behind where the sorcerer is at, back here, like if I were to summon like a mastodon, I could bull rush them in there into this thing or try to.
If it hits them, if it's successfully bullet them, it can.
What do you think? Is it coming over?
It won't fit.
It won't fit.
Why? The
pit's 10
feet. Huge.
Huh? No, it's he's trying to knock him to the pit. The pit's 10 feet wide, but the creature's bigger than that. The snake.
Really?
That's God, like son. Nope, go just
But
like
even still, one day it's 30 feet deep.
They're
So
snakes.
like how
They won't fit down there.
Nah, so they from the school of Slytherin.
how would that work?
They worship Voldemort and Barty Crouch Jr.
So they're able to cross that area without taking any damage, even though it's a 30 feet.
I mean, say there's a 2.5 foot wide pit open in front of you, and somebody pushed you. You're not gonna fall through that crack. You can't fit.
My foot would.
I mean, you could.
Parts of me could still fall.
Parts of you, but.
And if there's blenders in the bottom of it,
what is
I'll
that?
still take damage. That's
Not
the
if the
real
blender's
problem.
30 feet below.
What do you fall the whole 30 feet? A snake would.
If a snake would fit through it.
A snake is thin.
I think a snake is.
No, not that snake.
How wide is the snake?
The snake's body is wider than the freaking pit itself.
Can't argue with the
Oh,
DM
so
guys.
you're saying the snake's whole body is wider than the pit?
Yeah. I mean, the only reason they're taking up 15 by 15 squares is because they're foiled. But
I'm pulling up the gun right now. Why are you explaining this? You're the DM.
it's a huge creature. That's what I'm saying. It's too big. It's just too
No,
big.
he's explaining himself because visually I don't understand what he's talking about, and then it's his job as a GM.
It's a thick ass fucking snake. Is all I can say.
Now I understand what he's saying. He's saying that the snake itself.
I've been dying to trying to use a summon spell, but every time it's always some nonsense.
He's saying the snake itself, the width of the snake, not the length, but the width, is bigger than how big is that thing?
As for Gunn would say, it's not for you to
So
understand.
that means the width of the snake is bigger than 10 feet across.
I say, because since if I moved it here, some of its spaces are still on the ground. It's not really.
The nigga just ate Martin. He just ate somebody. So
you would have to have something that somehow shoves it freaking in there. It's like.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now
I mean, because think of it this way: what if that was a tunnel? Like it would have to make an escape artist to freaking move through it because the space is too small.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think anything that you could fit into, if it's below you, then you could fall into it. So if you could squeeze into that space,
Oh, it could
then
squeeze. If that
walking
was like
over-
if that was like a tunnel, it could squeeze into it.
yeah,
But that's an
it's-
but that's an
it's-
action that it is taking. It is actively trying to push through it. If that thing doesn't want to fall in there, it's,
I
it's
got you.
not gonna.
I get what you mean.
Like if it actively tries to squeeze through the pit, it can on its own terms.
Gotcha.
But unless somebody could grapple that snake and shove it down in there, it's not going in there from a simple bull rush. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, I got
What
it.
happens in the case of like if they said
And it can't fall. I mean, I would have it go fall prone in that square, but it's a snake. It doesn't have legs.
so? What happens if like in the case for the wordings for a pit for a summon pit spell, where it says the area around the pit, you have to roll a reflex save or fall into the pit.
It wouldn't work on huge
It wouldn't
creatures.
work on that.
Not on huge creatures. It has the size of it. Like a large creature, like an ogre could fall in. It fits the space, but if anything, the snake trying to go over the pit would be difficult terrain.
Ah, alright.
Okay.
It would slow it down.
All right, Lewis. So, to know about these creatures, crystal snakes, what is that? Knowledge, nature, or what?
Did anybody? It's Arcana.
Or kind of perfect. I mean,
I thought somebody rolled.
I haven't.
Nobody rolled in the snakes. That's
I
right.
want to know if they're like if they have like normal range AC, like below
Since
20.
they had to open her eyes, can I roll? I had to open my eyes for that one part.
Yeah.
Also, your plan isn't. It may not be able to get rid of the constructs for Charter, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you won't be able to get rid of the Cagewrights. If your Mastodon were to knock those things and then he had to roll a ride check or get dislodged and he falls into the pit, then
Yeah. Oh no, I wasn't really concerned about the cage, right? It's just that those crystal snakes. They just gotta keep like doing DOT damage on Messor.
right.
I'm
Well,
not
I'm good now. I don't need it. It was a level 3 spell. It doesn't affect me anymore.
no, it still does because it's not a spell-like ability. It's supernatural.
It's supernatural. That still
If
works.
it was a spell being cast on you, then you'd be able to turn it aside, but it's not a spell.
Does the supernatural effect does it still work against its global invulnerability?
Yeah, because it's basically like a mutant ability. It's not like a spell.
No, yeah, it would still work because
So it goes through
he
your
doesn't
aura.
know that. He doesn't have
Oh, yeah, I don't know that. I guess. All right.
No. Metsuo wouldn't know that. He doesn't have spellcraft knowledge or Arcana or anything like that.
Right. But Claudius would have given you that information mentally.
All right.
Damn, son, niggas gonna keep hitting me. Oh, bastards.
You better do something with that 16d8 fucking damage. Oh wait.
All right. So what happened here then? With Messor and the drama, did they actually do any damage?
No, we didn't hit it at all.
Hasn't been hit.
Yeah,
No, it needs to be dispelled. We can't get.
Oh no!
it's 19.
Huh? Hold on. I thought.
What's Claudius is going to?
Yes, Claudius.
We need some dispels to happen.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm here.
You took. Whose turn was it last? Cynthia took a turn.
Yeah, it's my go now.
But I forgot.
Which kicked in.
I forgot to do that. That's not right.
I delayed my action.
Yeah, which kicked in Claudius's delayed action, so he goes below.
I go below Cynthia now. Yeah, it's my go. So I guess we gotta change.
Dude, can I roll that knowledge check though?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll.
I got 19 plus. He says knowledge arcana, right? 19 plus 26 plus 5.
19 plus 31.
All right, Claudius about to make some powerful magic.
He's gonna do dispel, shape spell.
Let me know when you guys are ready. So I'll take my turn.
Cast sunburst.
I think Cynthia's doing a knowledge check
Right,
first.
she did. So, she knows everything about this fucking thing. So, crystal snakes are golem-like creations of the Yuan-Ti. Normally, on average, they are actually smaller than most golems. The crystal snake, however, is still a potent and dangerous creation. and is shockingly graceful and sinuous in motion, almost as if it were an actual snake made of flexible glass. Their size is normally medium. These are huge, which means the Yuan-Ti that had created these two constructs poured in a ton of magic and resources to make them much more larger, therefore much more formidable.
Bullshit. That's damn near impossible. The only way you can make constructs that you make
You
are
can
supposed
add
to be
hit dice.
your.
You can add hit dice to the constructs that you make. And
Yeah,
make
you
them larger
could,
size.
but the base of it starts at like lower than your caster level. And in order for you to add the fucking hit
No.
die to those
All you need to
constructs,
do to add a hit die is to add more cash.
to add hit die, yeah, but the base of it starts at below yours. You can't make constructs higher than your hit die.
Where does it say that?
It says that right here.
No, constructs. I don't know where you're getting that from, but constructs, you make any construct you want as long as you got the feet and the resources. It's like making a magic item.
All
right, what are you doing, Toys?
It's good.
So physically, they only attack with a bite. However, they have other abilities attached. The speed's
Well, don't tell us because we don't know it yet. But let's
I'm telling Cynthia, the speed's 40 feet. They have a destructive resonance around their bodies. Their bodies can emit a low frequency hum. So at the beginning of each of its turns, anything within 10 feet of it will take sonic damage. A 42 save cuts the damage in half.
This guy Lewis is hilarious. I know why they have that.
This creature's actually from the book. I didn't make this thing up. I didn't add it in there. It was already It was already in there. They can fire searing lights from their bodies. Striking creatures with the blazing ray as a range touch attack. That's a standard action for them.
Wait, it's a range touch attack?
Yes.
Yeah, so you had to roll to hit me, then, right?
Yeah, okay. I did roll. I rolled it early.
Okay.
They hit.
Okay, I didn't see it.
If your party does manage to actually reduce the crystal snakes to 0 hit points, they will explode to a burst of searing radius that deals damage to everything in the 20-foot radius area.
What kind of damage?
Searing radiance. It's light damage. It's like It's not fire. It's not lightning. It's not lightning. Reflex save will have the damage, so evasion will count.
Yeah.
They are just like many constructs, completely immune to any spell or spell-like ability that allows spell resistance, except spells and effects with the sonic descriptor. They're weak against sonic spells. Being made of glass. Crystal glass makes it.
So do they take more damage from bludgeon or no?
No, damage reduction is actually 15 adamant. That's
at least I can punch through the.
Let me take my go, man.
They also I forgot. They have their bodies also fast heal. They like.
All
right, let's try to go.
All right, thank you.
Have fast healing on top of all that.
So Claudius, he assessed the situation, what's going on. He looks at everyone as having.
What about special any sort of weaknesses? Because certain constructs have.
Oh my god, man! I'm role playing.
Certain spells being cast.
You said that, Sonic.
I want to role play, man, before I take my action. All right. So Claudius, thanks to Cynthia's quick thinking, he's out there, in the front lines. He instantaneously, in less than a milliseconds, he accessed the situations, and he's able to see that Messuar, who has the greatest accuracy with his fists, is having a very hard time, even with the drama helping him to attack them. So he immediately knows what he has to do. He could see up in the distance the Cagewright, mocking as if like what we're gonna do. Like he thinks he checkmated us. However, not if Archmage Claudius has something to say about that. Claudius instantly conjures his ultimate magus abilities as he quickly, in an instant, swift action, he casts a wall of stone here, this whole area. Let me see, I guess 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. Wall of stone and as high as possible. He wants to block all line of effect to the snakes and to the Cagewright.
I'm about to say, what's Kakashi say? Hoyo Harvey. Mud wall.
I gotta keep track of my level 4s. I think I used a lot of level 4 beguiler spells.
Wait, what'd you use to cast? Yeah, I was saying, what'd you use to cast Wall of Stone?
He used the beguiler. He used augment spell casting. He used the level 4 slot in order to cast quicken spell, and that was the wall of stone spell.
Get that wall up, please.
So he still has his move action and standard action.
Freaking Wall of Stone. Where is Wall of Stone?
It's in one of
an open slot?
Yes, and it's one of my spell mastery
The Wall of
abilities.
Stone is it 4th level?
It's a 5th level spell. 5th level.
It's 5th level. Oh, okay. I see what you
Yeah. It's one of my spell mastery feats, so
I see
can
it.
cast it as a
Yeah.
standard action.
I see that. So, I marked the 5th level and marked the 4th for the augment casting. Count augment casting. Where is it? The first one used out of 8. Alright, there's the Wall of Stone right here.
Okay. Use up my entire spellcaster to make it as thick and high as possible.
I think in that area, what area is that? That's a 20-foot area. Okay. Wall of Stone is 5 square per block. Spell creates a wall of rock 1 inch thick per forecast level.
Alright, so here's where it
What's
says
your
right
castle
here.
level for this?
This is why I was confused.
25?
Because in the Pathfinder role-playing bestiary news, it says,
8 feet.
because a construct size is limited, hit dice modification cannot increase its size. Therefore, hit dice modification can never increase the base creature's hit die beyond 50% of its total hit die.
Where's that in? Is that the Pathfinder thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I use 3.5.
Ah! I thought it was fucking crazy. I was like, how the fuck did they pull that
No,
off?
it's 3.5. They have the increased hit dice for the constructs, and some of them change size.
Right. I thought you were going by Pathfinder rules for it. Alright, so does that mean with Wayland I get to do that then?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know why they have a size limit.
It makes sense, I guess. Because, like, it would be like, if you made, like, an Iron Golem.
I might want to make a colossal iron golem. I don't know.
But increasing hit die for it would be, like, I guess fortifying it. But, like,
It would cost a lot of
why would
resources.
that change its size, though?
I'm adding more to it. Like, the way I see it, if I'm making the creature bigger, obviously it's going to naturally have more hit dice.
What if you're just magically fortifying it?
Niggas is making the fucking
It's
Kaiser
both,
stairs.
honestly.
I mean, I'm happy. I ain't complaining about it. Shit.
The drawback is it's not gonna be able to go in smaller
into
spaces.
Unless you're like Wayland and you use magic device and you start making portable holes. So you can carry your contract.
Alright, so it's an 8 foot. No, not 8 foot, 8 inch thick wall.
Okay.
8 inches ain't shit. How big's bigger than that?
Mm-hmm.
My dick is bigger than an Archmage's stone wall.
Oh, that, buddy.
I got a hardness of 8. I don't know about yours. Though.
I can't beat the hardness though. Chill.
Oh shit.
It depends on the chick.
The wall need not be good.
Unless you got like a steel iron dick or some shit.
I ain't that powerful.
Oh, you never know, man. Unless you learn hockey, man. Like put hockey around that
Yo,
shit.
I saw that on Instagram. There was like this fucking monk, this old Asian dude.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and there was a dude
Hockey
kept kicking him
armament.
in the fucking groin over and over again, like full kicks. Then one dude came and brought like a 2x4 and broke it over the nigga's like crotch, like he hit him with it. And the dude was just standing there, unfazed.
Interesting.
Wow.
You had just enough. Cast level 25. So this was a 20-foot ceiling over here, but so each square was 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. You had just enough to cover the entire wall to ceiling.
Yeah,
Wall to wall, ceiling to floor, all walls.
Get body,
I
son.
pulled a May just now, son. Ice wall coming up, son.
Right. He's fucking May from fucking Overwatch.
Ice wall.
Oh yeah. All right, so now.
Oh shoot.
See, I
Free enough.
didn't want the Cagewright to witness this next spell. I don't want them to be privy of my true
Oh shit.
So Claudius,
I don't want him spellcrafted. What the fuck?
Claudius, he tells the rest of the group, especially the Latinum, that effect that I did on them, that confusion, is about to go off. So everyone be ready. They're gonna be at full mental capacity. Then Claudius starts casting spells. However, I will strip away all of their enhancement and magics and psychics energies, all in one small soup. And you see that he raises his finger up, right? And like his finger starts sparkling, and then he waves it like down, almost like a stroke, like a pink stroke, like. And you see like magic energy going towards all 4 of them. He's doing chain dispel, Lewis, on each 4 of them.
Yeah.
That's like a greater dispel magic on each of them individually. Caster 20, it goes all the way up to caster 25. So 1d20 plus 25, greater dispel on each of them. Action point to keep that spell, by the way. That's why I didn't use it for the other ones.
Stripping that nigga, son. Strip. The shakedown.
Alright, I can wait to keep chain dispel.
Yes, it's a level 8 spell.
Oh,
This is
Damn, son.
powerful magic, man. It's powerful. I can't believe that they got me to pull out my big guns early in the beginning of the. But no, man. If man said Sino having trouble hitting, I'm like, we gotta do something about that. Hopefully, everyone else is not like this.
One or more creatures, no 2 of which can be more than 30 feet apart, and they are
No.
within 30 feet.
They're perfectly situated, man.
And so it's 1d20 plus your cast level of
25. I get the max. This spell is actually stronger than greater dispel magic.
You don't even need the roll.
Get body. Everything gets dispelled.
So here's what happens. He does not like the sound of that.
Psychic and magic works, right? Together.
Damn.
You notice. Okay, so
if this shit don't work, you guys don't have luck.
you've noticed. You cast a spell, and as you cast a spell, everybody can see. It's almost as if like the weave itself was opening like wormholes through like through like each of the Medusa. Like it just like a hole opened up and they like swallowed them, and then it started to like chain to the rest of them, right? And it starts to try to like strip them of like whatever magical effects that are on them that's affecting them. You did see a few effects. You did see some magic like evaporate off of them, but then you see like the visual manifestations of the other effects that they had on them was like didn't even look phased, didn't even look touched. Further proving the fact that They're not just they weren't just buffed by magical effects, but by psionic effects as well.
I thought Dispel Magic also psionic effects, and vice versa.
Dispel.
Psionic.
That's if a DM's using psionics or transparent, but I use psionics different. So you specifically would need like a dispel psionics spell.
Nobody in this party is capable of doing that. How are we supposed to counter?
I think clerks get access to it
What?
if they.
Dispel psionics?
No.
I don't understand.
It's the same as dispel magic. I think it's one level
That's
higher.
why usually for the dispel, that's why there's a
That's
transparent.
on my list though.
Dispel psionics is like 4th level.
Well, if clerics do have access to it, then I would.
I don't know if clerics have access to it. They might.
To my understanding, usually, I mean, it's fine. I understand if you're doing it separately, but to my understanding, usually for the spell effect, there is a transferity between the two, because otherwise, like psionics will be very powerful because not many people play psionics. That means no one could counter any of their effects.
Yeah, that's why I came to make a scion.
Well, it goes the other way around too. Somebody does dispel psionics. It's not gonna. It's not gonna work on magic.
Most people usually have scrolls to counter magic or whatever. Nobody usually has scrolls to counter psionics. It's very rare.
Well, no, they don't counter psionics all the time. But
yeah, but either way, you would need. I mean,
well, no, because when freaking Wild Magic and Dead Magic was around when during the time of Troubles the psionic uses weren't affected at all. That Drow house tried the fucking the Drow house where they all psionic Drow tried to take over Menzo Baranzan because they were the only ones that had abilities.
But even psionic also comes from the weave itself, though. Even psionic abilities. At least
they try to explain it as like an inner weave, like there's
it's not separate like in other world,
but.
It's fine.
Yeah, the book said it's up to the DM which one they want to use. They want to use science is different. It would make science more powerful versus magic, but
you know what, Lou?
It does
not necessarily because clerks could easily write down a dispel psionic spells. Nothing stopping.
It's just advantageous to be rare.
Yeah, but look at the level range we are
That's
now.
really what it is. It's just the rarity that's helping them. Because psionics is more prevalent, then it would be evened out.
It's not.
Because you would have a bunch of people who could just get that psionics out of it. But
science isn't super rare in the realm. Like it's known.
That's the only reason why.
Especially in the Underdark. Everybody, you go to the Underdark, you expect to bump
guys, we faced the Scion before. We're just unprepared. We faced the Scion.
Yeah, you guys faced the Scion before, but Mind Flayers are also naturally psionic. Yuan-Ti are naturally psionic. You guys are living in a region where
actually we only faced just one Scion type.
Yes,
that's it.
You faced one pure Scion, pure Scion.
And it was a Wilder.
And it wasn't even. It was. Oh yeah, it was a Wilder. It wasn't even.
It was a Wilder. It doesn't even count.
It wasn't even a full illicit. I think it was like an illicit touched, something like that.
Yeah.
It was a dwarf that was illicit touch. But anyway, your characters are not surrounded. You guys are living in a.
Let me role play this out though. I mean, it is.
There's no way to prepare for everything.
I never encountered.
I mean, it's not like Chain Dispel didn't do anything. You took off two.
No. Claudius goes.
You took off some of their buffs.
Claudius is a little surprised. He's like, "Oh, okay. I thought that would work. I guess psionic abilities uses a different principle."
Well, he should.
Yeah, I feel like that's
would have
something
known
that he
that.
would have known already.
He would have known that.
Yeah, I guess I would have known. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm like, I think my character would have known that. I don't know this out of character, but I think my character would have known.
All right. Well, no, some the magic that the arcane magic they did have on them has been stripped. So it wasn't a fruitless spell. You actually did weaken their buffs.
But what buffs did he take off?
Probably not that
Deflection.
As long as you weaken them enough so that.
Well, you have arcane sight on, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so you saw the auras that were on there. He sees that they had two auras, and those two auras are gone now. They were both abjuration.
Nah, man. If they only had two auras, I wouldn't have casted a spell like this.
They had two abjuration auras. No, wait. What's Barkskin? Barkskin's transmutation, isn't it?
Yeah.
They had a transmutation aura and an abjuration aura. Both of them.
Well, moderate or low or high.
Barkskin's.
I got a question.
It goes by casting level. Moderate and I think moderate and strong, something like that.
Would arcane sight allow him to see psionic effects?
Not really.
No. He would only see the magical buffs, not the psionic.
Yeah.
That's true then. Hold on. So I kind of metagame
So
then.
then you
Have
metagame,
psionic
so that
buffs. Yeah,
then you wouldn't think
I
that
metagame.
his spells failed.
I only would have gone. I should have only
Then you
gone before
wouldn't
the
think
two.
that his spell failed then, if he could only see the
No, he knows
magical
his spell
aura.
didn't fail. The magic auras are gone.
Right.
No, I know
But the
that.
magical aura is the
But
only
he
one
still
he
you
sees.
gotta get characters to visually see that they're buffed still in some form factor.
But I
Actually,
don't
no.
think
Can you see force
You
screen?
can't. You can't, is what I'm saying.
Like, they
Unless
got
it's a,
they got defensive precognition. You can't. There's no visual thing for that one. Force screen, yeah. That's about it.
Hold on. I know for a fact that one spell effect is not enough for Meswar to be missing. Something
true,
more
you
is
can
at
figure it
play.
out, through
I would have
deduction.
figured it out. Yeah, I would have figured it out with deduction. All of us in this party have like more minimum at least 6-7 buffs, and we could still get hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I lowered their AC. So that would, yeah. Clay's definitely made it easier. Well, like I said, it wasn't definitely wasn't fruitless. It took off a big chunk of their AC.
Man, I would have just done a regular dispel
Still got
magic.
high AC, but that chunk that got taken off.
Don't worry, Patrol. Just let it rock, baby.
Oh,
That's
you
fine.
would have done a
Alright.
regular graded dispel magic? Oh, I see what you're saying. You would have.
No, I would have done. I would have done a regular
Well, you
dispel.
didn't really lose anything because you probably would have kept the graded dispel for an action point anyway.
Yeah, but it's fine.
So you didn't lose anything at all.
No, but I did lose. I lost I lost a level 4 slot, and I lost a level.
Oh,
6.
you're saying you wouldn't have quickened it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have quickened it. Yeah, I would have just done regular stone over here.
He knows
and
that.
just
I was saying.
and then and then I would have probably used a scroll to go invisible and just wait it out next round, see what to do. I would have done different. I wouldn't have done that, but it's fine. I basically went Nova. I used a level 4 slot, level 5th slot, and an 8th level slot for theatrics. They didn't really do much. And on top of that, action point as well.
Well, I wouldn't say the Wall of Stone was
You can
useless
get
either.
No, the Wall of Stone I was gonna do no matter what, because
Oh,
I
okay.
want to divide and conquer.
Yeah.
I just want to focus on this, but I want to use change the spell. If I was assuming that I was seeing a lot of out of character. I was assuming that my character was seeing a whole bunch of buffs. If it's arcane, doesn't register just 1 or 2 little buffs, and if it's Barskin, that's low transmutation. It'll read off as low transmutation.
I think I thought it was based on the cast level.
Is it? Yeah.
Let any drama go, man. Come on.
I think it's based on cast level.
These dramas up.
She aged another.
Again?
Yeah.
Right.
She ain't beating the AC. She knows Mesor. She'd rather buff up.
Again.
She'd rather buff
the
up
only
your
reason you
attack
got a chance
so
to
that
even
you
hit.
can.
I thought she had a holy +5 thundering.
Her aid is the only reason why your initial attack was successful, if you remember.
Right.
Well, another
Now she
thing
may not
also.
need to. Now that the AC, now that Claudia's called out saying their fucking protective fucking abilities, some of it's gone.
We don't know how much though. Walk around and he misses again. It'd be like 3 wasted turns.
Well, now the Medusa.
They're not confused either, probably. So,
Wait, is she gonna stand up?
Oh yeah, that's right. You could actually.
I'm telling you, it's a double whammy, man. That was like the
Yeah,
biggest.
he took off the confusion.
Yeah, so there you go.
So what's she gonna do, Lou?
Wait, did you?
Of course.
Oh, it's like automatic. If you do it to
Well, I don't know if it's. I think
automatic if you do it to your own spells.
I wouldn't. It's automatic if I wanted to be automatic. Can I roll to see if I failed to dispel my own magic? I could automatically make it fail if I wanted to, or pass. I meant to say. I'll roll. What's the DC like? +30? Remember, I got that ring. The ring has +5.
5?
Doesn't it? Or is it 1 or 5?
I thought it was 4.
No. For dispelling purposes, it adds 5, or 4, or something like that. Yeah.
+4 cast level against dispel magic. It's +4.
So what's the DC I gotta be?
What's their cast level? 25.
25. So it's 29. Gotta beat. No, I don't know. What is it? DC 10 plus 29.
I think it's 40.
So I got to beat 40. Yeah, because that's a spell that I would normally you would want to just dispel your magic automatic pass, but in this case, I actually want to
Yeah,
keep
it's
it. If
40.
All right, so here we go. 1d20 plus 25. Yes, I rolled a 1. I'm actually happy about that.
What
They're
plus
confused.
what? Plus 25?
Yep. Awesome. This is the first time ever that a 1 is actually possible. They keep the confused effect. Awesome. That's good. At least it wasn't a total royal fuck up. Fucking psionics, man. You know, to be honest though, my out of character biased my in character action, but it's all right. You know, we make mistakes. Because I thought we were playing with transparency, that magic could dispel psionic and vice versa. But you know, I didn't know that. We don't really encounter too much psionics in this game, since we've been playing at least.
I'm looking at the wrong fucking thing.
Yeah, put those confusing that come back on. I saw you then. This guy took it off man quick. The 2 on the top.
You will automatically succeed on your dispel check against any spell that you cast yourself. Ooh.
Automatically, what if I choose not to?
I don't think there is a choice.
All right, well, if that's the case,
It just says you
I
automatically succeed
try, man. I try to advocate on my own
on your
behalf.
dispel check. So even if you attempt a dispel check, which is what you're doing, you're automatically succeeding. It doesn't. You can't roll one.
Jesus, man. I try to be some. All right, it's all right.
I knew there was something in there that wasn't right. I was like, that makes sense. Why roll against your own? I mean, I get the tactic, but I was like, I don't think the spell allows that.
All right, Lou, you're up with your little monsters. Let's do it. Does mine stand up when me and the drama attack our opportunities?
Who's going? Is it the drama?
So
no, it's the guys and Medusas.
Claudius has mind blank on, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Claudius has what?
Mind blank. Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does.
They don't know that though.
They don't know that though.
They don't know that.
No, they don't know that. I know. I need to know.
How come none of them are looking at me?
That's a spread? Oh my god. How much HP does your force? Actually, no. That doesn't matter.
My force field has 250 HP.
I was saying that doesn't matter. The kind of damage that's about to happen. It's not
Whoa, more than 250 HP?
No. I meant like what they're about to do is not going to damage your force sphere at all.
Oh, just go right to you.
I reserve to use my immediate action if I have to. Just letting you know.
Okay.
That's so hard.
DC's only what? No. Why is that 124? That's
120. Man, the life of a DM must be lonely. You can't really tell tactics to your players and all that stuff.
Spread really that's half damage. Okay, so what I need is that's not gonna reach, but those two.
This guy Lou's resorted to talking to himself now. Hey, what about this? What about this? Let's use this technique here.
Shit.
Yeah, let me mark down all this stuff before I forget that I used up. I used the open slot here. Stone. I used. I only used augment spellcasting once, I think. Have I? No, once, I think. Yeah. Okay, 4 out of 6 spells. All right.
Pull this over here. Centered on them. Alright, that's one. No, why would she stay there? She would just move here. Catch all of them. Oh no, I can't grab it now. Fuck. There we go. That one catches everybody but Elena. I need a will save from Metzwa, Zion.
What kind of effect is it?
I mean not Zionos. The drama and Metzwa.
What kind of effect is it?
Mind effect.
Doesn't work on me. I'm immune to mind affecting.
What?
There's like magic circle.
No, you're in the compulsion. It's not mind
Okay, no problem.
effect. I'm like, wait, what?
Gotta make sure. Saying make sure I'm immune to something. I forgot what it does, but
This one.
You can't be charmed.
let John roll first. Did y'all roll the 1? Oh, that's glorious. What do I got? All right, what is it, Lewis? Compulsion effect or what?
I didn't roll a 1. That was for something else.
Okay.
I'm immune to whatever it is.
Is it an enchantment, Lou?
2. Elena rolled twice. Claudius is immune. Metzwa.
Claudius, what are you immune to?
Metzwa and the drama rolled
Mind effects?
twice.
Any mind effects?
Oh, mind blank. That's right.
Yeah, that's why I don't need will saves. Making fun of my will save. Look at you rolling. Yeah, roll.
34 and
Is it a charm school or something like that?
Probably gonna get
No.
confused.
roll your next one.
Oh, I got 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
Roll. A 1. Oh. Let's get
92 from Elena.
All right, I'm safe, my nigga. Nigga's trying to get up in that zone. Yeah, that's the scariest one. You fucking fail a will save, it's like over.
and force save also is usually bad.
Reflex is like not.
Alright,
that
so
bad.
all the 2 Medusa to the left catch Metzwa and the drama in the radius of this attack. It doesn't extend into the force sphere.
Did you roll the confusion thing for them?
No, they're not confused.
No, they got the spell, remember?
Oh yeah. Never mind.
These 2 on the right do the same thing, but it catches Claudius and Elena in it, and Claudius is immune to it.
Does Hero's Feast do a bonus to will save?
Yeah. So add another 1.
So plus 1.
What happens is your characters hear like the psychic grumble
20 plus 20.
in the air, and all 4 Medusa, they like their eyes, they flare like really bright instantly, and then they all just scream primal scream. And the snakes in their hair like all real wild and crazy, and like even the snakes have like psychic energy like shooting out of them, and they're like, they did Ultra Blast.
That's our drinks and screams back.
A horrid shriek from your subconscious. It disrupts the brains of all enemies in the powers area.
Well, my first roll was a 20 plus 20, and my
So I already just took half damage from this attack. Both. So you got hit by 2 of them. You take half.
Who got hit by 2 of them?
Everybody. Except
I don't know.
for Claudius.
But I got rule evasion.
It's a will save. Yeah.
How much damage does it do?
What power?
What the fuck?
What power was that? Eagle Whip?
Ultra Blast.
Wait, I failed the saving throw?
You take half of the damage that you're seeing right now.
Oh, nigga, that's still a lot. Nigga, like,
Still alive.
still a lot, my nigga. Like,
You got fast healing,
So you
right?
take 34 from 1.
I'm like it's paying its dividend.
And you take
Avoid all that shit. Well, Sino used to thank
37
me.
from the other. Jesus.
damn. It's fucking me up.
You felt like your brain was gonna explode there.
I don't know, man. This is a hard fight. I mean, if Mesro can't hit him, what are we supposed to do?
I don't know.
Let's
I
not
can't
able to hit him now, man. We helped enough.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let me see.
Messerwal's problem is that he's hurt right now. He needs some healing. But he
Yeah,
has a cleric. He should be fine.
Niggas beat me up.
Well, whenever you want to, we can switch up.
He has me drama right next to him, plus me.
Oh wait, the drummer got like the heal spell.
Drama can heal the shit out of him, man. He's fine.
Yeah, for real. But you can just cast heal.
Don't worry, I got my next plan right now. Watch, I know exactly what I'm about to do.
The problem is Metsuwa is not making the most out of the life he's got. Because he hasn't been able to do much at all.
That's because these niggas had the ultimate defense, nigga. They ain't my fault.
Alright, Claudius, unlike you, your allies are like trying really hard to resist. Like you see psychic energy like exploding out their freaking with their minds from their
bleeding out of their eyes, sockets, and ears, blood coming out.
Like you see like the psychic light.
Oh my.
This one freestands, but
attack opportunity.
Hold on. She might have an ability that's
okay. Well, let's see.
Oh, yeah, she's got Rogue's Edge.
Shit.
How is that?
I know what it is. It's all good.
Got what the Unchained Rogue get? They get skill unlocks.
Oh, Unchained Rogues.
She doesn't have 15 ranks in this.
Yeah,
I gotta check to see how many ranks she has in acrobatics. She might have enough.
Somebody about to get sneak attack. Sneak attack.
6.
Assassinated.
6. 13.
Yes.
Is 19. Okay, she stands up from prone as a free action without provoking touch opportunity.
Seems good.
I think. Wait. Does she
still?
She might still provoke. Oh no, 15 range. You do not provoke it when standing up from prone.
What? So you did.
This bitch.
Yeah, she's got Rogue's Edge for acrobatics.
So what happens now, though? She gonna full attack?
I'm gonna roll to see if she stands up as a free action.
Right, let's get that one on. I'm gonna roll that one. Roll that one.
Oh my god. Alright, so she stands up, does not provoke, but she had to use a move action to stand up.
What?
Fuck. That's good. I mean, she can't do
I was gonna say, yeah, she can't.
Do a full attack.
She can't do a move action. She would have had a move action. She was trying to save an action, pretty much, but.
She can still.
Well, they all use a standard action to use Ultra Blast anyway. So.
Okay. You ready? Is it Crystal Snakes for Lena and me? Wait till my turn, my nigga. I'm about to move right here. I'm gonna trip this bitch over here. That's gonna be a triple flank. And we're gonna have to all attack.
The crystal snakes. Hold up.
Crystal snake, they're gonna try and block the stone.
They're gonna have to. They can't even reach it. They have to blast it with fucking. And if they were able to be next to it, that sonic aura damage that they have would have just.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like Watson said, how they gonna get through that trap there?
No. So you guys can hear. You guys can hear like light. Their searing light is like you see like the wall. You see like light glowing from the other side, like because they're trying to like burn through it with their searing light. But searing light doesn't do that much damage to fucking objects. So.
Their body.
Especially to a wall that thick, stone wall. Probably take some time.
Pretty much, yeah. 11 on 1. I got the hardness drops to 3.
Right, gotta go through hardness.
And that one is 8, so it's like 11 damage to like one part of the wall. Let me see. The HP, it's 15 hit points per inch of thickness for 1 5-foot square.
Damn.
So, wait, how many inches? This was 8. It's like 8 times 15 is fucking. Each square has fucking 120 HP.
Damn. They only did 11.
Yeah, they did 11 to one part of one square. You know, I'm gonna mark the square that's getting damaged.
Yeah, so we got a few rounds before they break through.
I'm gonna mark with
divide and conquer.
And they still have to, they have to burn through a square large enough for them to fit through. So
Yeah.
they have to do more than one square. So it's gonna be a while before they get through.
That's true. They're huge.
They have to blow through a hole big enough for them to squeeze through this huge creature.
Yeah.
Which means they need a large hole.
Yeah.
Large hole is gonna be, what was that? 5, 10, is it 20 feet or is it 10 feet?
Alright. At 109 means that's how much HP that section is.
Yeah, they couldn't fit through that
10-foot
cube.
Yeah, that pit's in their way. Like they can't fall through it, but they can't move really.
They can't stand on it. It's difficult terrain. That's what you said it would be.
It would be difficult terrain. I think. Yeah, I gotta look that up really. Like, I know they don't fall, but like, what would it count as for them to move over it? Is it like no different than a human stepping over a hole? I don't know. I gotta look that up. Like, could they share the same space? If they could, then I'd rather just move them next to it. But I'll just have it where they're just shooting at the wall.
If they can't fall in it, then they might as well share the same space as
That's
it.
just saying, I don't know.
Well, they're gonna be levitating.
Right. It's like.
Well, whatever the case is, it's not.
Either way, they still gotta get through the wall, whether they stand there or not. Standing closer to the wall is not going to change the situation.
Even if they were next to it. Yeah, doesn't matter. Even if they're next to it, they wouldn't be able to break this round. Anyway.
Right.
So what I'll do is like I'll just keep that there. And if for some reason they can actually enter this space, and I'll move them and have their fucking sonic damage, I'll add that to the wall instead. Alright. Alright, the crystal snakes turn done. Play them, and then Mexor.
Valedum uses his standard action to call the shield back to him. Once his shield comes back to him, uses a swift action to activate uses the immediate action from it to shield is a swift action. Okay, yeah. Alright, so he uses the swift action from his Kensu shield to give himself fast healing 5 for 3
I know when the sorcerer goes, that nigga's gonna be like, fireball.
Let's see here for now.
And then he goes into a full defense. Not full defense.
So what was it?
I use my stand. I can't do a full defense. I use my standard to finish for him. He'll use his move action to go. Then. He'll go the the one that's right next to him. That's move, that's standard, and that's swift. What maneuver did I get? It's not my turn.
Revitalizing.
That's why you're up.
All right. Ventura's gonna take a 5-foot step here. He's going to trip again at a plus 47.
Get your bonuses together. Let me get your bonuses together.
Got 20, son.
So we got 20 for the.
He's going to reposition that person right between Zinal, me, and the drama. Everybody gets their opportunities. Me, Zinal, and the drama.
How's Zinal get one?
Because I repositioned him over here, Lois.
Yeah, but Zylo's behind the wall.
Wait, who'd you?
Oh, there's a wall?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
inside the barrier with Cynthia, so he won't be able to take it. He won't be threatened in the future.
Oh, you went and attacked this one. I see what you did.
No. The same one that's there. I removed
This one
her
right here.
key throw.
You moved
Key
her
throw to
here?
Key throw. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that,
Doesn't that give me flanking bonus or no?
no,
Because he's behind the wall?
he's behind. His blue square is a force field.
Okay, no problem. Didn't know. I should have thought of that, but okay, no problem. All right, then, fuck it. I'll just use that 20 to trip and attack then.
All right, give me a second.
Actually, damn. Me and the drama attack.
Hold up.
Perfect track.
729.
Oh, wait, 27. 27, my bad. Minus that by 10, it's a 41.
Christ.
41, no, 41.
What's
plus
it?
2.
You said an attack, like regular.
Yeah, no. The first thing is a trip. The second is the attack opportunity. Me and the drama.
All right, wait. So if the first one's a trip, where's the
Yes, the 20 is the trip.
7 flanking is at 39? She added another 8, so it should be 47. Not that it matters. You roll a 20, so the 20 knock her down, which kicks in your attack opportunity.
From both of us. And that's the attack opportunity right there. I meant to be 29 at 37.
29.
Because of
14
flank.
29. What's her with the drop? Stop. The 43 was a miss. 43 is a miss.
43 miss?
Yeah, 43 total. It's a miss.
Wait a minute.
That was the attack opportunity.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
So get your vicious stomp. Oh, wait. Hold up. I forgot to take off 4 from being prone. Hold on.
Isn't he pro? Okay, I was about to say, like, what the fuck? I thought he
Prone,
lost
flank,
AC, nigga.
and all the AC dropped because of this nigga took the magic off.
Yeah. No, I dropped the AC. I forgot to drop another 4 for prone.
So did he get hit?
You rolled a 14. It's 26 normally. I added a 27 because he's got the fucking.
Nigga, it's plus 29.
I'm trying to get this right. From aid. You got plus 27, 29 because they're flanking. I'm trying to see if you got any other bonuses. The 43 still missed.
Plus 1 to attack from what's the face? From the food.
Hero's Feast.
Yeah,
I added that.
How does a 43 miss when he's prone, my nigga, and AC loss?
I'm sorry.
Did he drama attack?
The drama can actually like as a fucking.
No, I mean attack opportunity. She gets one.
She.
Did the drama attack or did she do 8 of them?
No, attack opportunity she gets from me tripping.
She's getting an attack opportunity right now, yeah.
Hopefully her attack opportunity be able to give you something.
She's got martial spirit on for the healing. So every hit she does hit. Every hit she gets. She kills somebody else.
Also, I heal 10 HP for my turn. Fucker.
Alright, she's gonna use.
This nigga.
She's gonna use Silver Strike, make 2 attack rolls, and use the better version.
Wow.
She's got 26, 28, for linking.
Miss. Oh, wait, 51? No, she hit.
I didn't roll yet. So I get to pick. Choose Silver Strike maneuver.
Obviously, you're gonna use the 46.
I'm gonna use the 18. The 46 hit. I'm gonna roll to see if it's a crit. She rolled an 18.
Come on, don't drop it. Yeah.
44. The 44 hit. So now you know the fucking AC of a pro.
I missed by 1. Okay, Gary.
She got the crit, which deals 46 plus 24.
Yeah, she heals all that.
Well, she hit with this, so she heals 2 from martial spirit.
Damn.
39 points of damage.
About time these niggas got hit.
That's a lot of ones she rolled.
3 1s.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what the fuck? So she took her attack, and I take your vicious stomp. You do your vicious stomp.
Vicious stomp. Miss.
Dude.
Obviously, I did a key point to attack too. I forgot to tell you, but yeah, you already know.
No, I didn't know that.
Well, I've been doing it because I've been missing, so I need to fucking hit these things.
I know you do realize you do realize the damage that artifact did to you.
Yes, I know. I lose 2 key points every time I do
I get a lot of key points, but cut in half.
I know they're not infinite. I know what's going on.
Keep.
Hey man, Metuar, can't you do fucking True Strike?
Yeah, but it'll take me one turn to do it. Like I have to not attack for one turn.
I thought you could
Nigga,
do it as a first.
I gave you an extra turn with fucking with
Nigga,
what
I took a full attack. Nigga. What the fuck? What the fuck you want from me? I took a full attack. I didn't know. I figured with the niggas with low AC, but apparently it's still 44, which is.
Do you have like a let's say like one attack that does a lot of damage?
Nigga, oh, you mean like Vital Strike?
Yeah, like something like that.
I
Right?
don't have Vital Strike.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Next attack, plus 29.
There we go, baby. 16d8. Let's roll.
That's what he was waiting on.
Hell yeah, that's what I was waiting on. Plus 8. Or it's 5, whatever the fuck it is. Take that shit, nigga.
Plus
Hold
10.
that.
Plus 10. 68 plus 10.
70. Roll. See if you got
What?
critical damage.
74.
Roll, see if you got fucking massive damage.
Man.
We gotta heal your strength damage. So your
Oh,
attack
thanks for reminding me that.
oops. Sorry.
I still
I thought it was included. I thought it was included.
45 hit. That was the drama.
I thought it was included already. You've been doing this since like...
No, I've been forgetting.
What? All right.
What you rolling?
42.
7, nigga. Dead.
7. I didn't add the bonus.
Yeah, nigga, you
I want
know
you to see
bonus.
the
Gonna
bonus.
keep him alive. He's a rogue. Dead.
The rogue.
He ain't beating that DC.
A buffed rogue.
Yeah, that's nice.
What do you get?
Buff
7?
dead rogue. But this is HP at Lewis. I don't see no ball moving or nothing, nigga. I don't know what's
Okay.
going on.
Me neither.
What are you talking about? You don't see the bar.
I don't see the HP bar either.
Yeah, okay. All right, there we go. I need to see that.
I thought it was still at full HP.
There. Okay. She passed the 42.
Next attack.
Next attack.
Get him, that's all I got him.
Stunning fist, stagger.
Stunning fist.
Ring the golden bell technique.
Oh no!
Rosie was a critical.
Somebody do something to me. Somebody do something right now.
Nobody can.
You can do it to yourself.
It's an attack, man.
No, he can't to himself.
We gotta say that
Can
stuff
he?
for like people gonna get killed or petrified or something.
Oh, it's a failure.
We fighting Medusas, man. We gotta save it for like somebody's gonna get petrified.
All right, well,
Right.
Yeah, it is a failure. You fell prone during your.
All right, get him as a free action. Continue my attack. This is 35. I don't gotta roll. Make sure I don't roll 1. Okay, I'm good. I'm getting up as a free action now. Finish my attack. I'm high level, nigga. That shit don't work on me no more. Let's go.
Shoot, did I mark off?
Jesus, somebody do
All right.
something to me.
One more plus 29.
Here we go.
Yeah, how many attacks this guy has?
This is for Machado.
Get him.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, give me a 24.
Oh my god. Come on, D20. Roll 20. 20,
give
20,
me,
20.
give me a 9. Yeah, see if you get a 20 on this
Yeah, you know, every time I play your character, man.
one. He was
Oh my god. Yo, man, his morale's going down. What's going on? 19.
Yeah, so critical.
Oh my god. Now those 19s.
get up as a free action.
Yeah. You getting these 19s when you should have gotten them earlier.
Louis, did you increase my HP by 10?
I saw during your attacks, you have to like, kick some plaster into your eye so you're blinded.
What the? Blinded.
What?
That's very harsh. For a master monk to be doing that sort of novice mistake.
You know why he did that, right? Because he knows I can get him his free action. That's why he's like, "Whoa, he can't really." So he did. That's why he did that. This fucking guy is ridiculous. So how do I get that blindness off me? Do I fucking just move it off my eyes?
You can it's move action to undo to get the shit out your eye.
You fucking.
Damn.
Don't critical
Alright.
fuck up next time. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, why couldn't you just?
Y'all got these critical hits. Head gone, eyeball knocked out, fucking leg cut off. Yeah. Now critical fuck ups. You're lucky you didn't lose an eye. How about that?
Where the fuck is Zyno?
You just got shit in your eye.
The whole fight is sitting there with his fucking tap hat on, doing nothing.
He
I'm out here
actually
bleeding,
kicked
getting
himself
shot
in
in
the
the back.
fucking eye.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm taking more damage in the tank, son. I'm getting hit in the back by snakes. I'm getting shot in the back. I'm getting stabbed. I'm getting dust in my eye. This nigga Zyno's behind a force field like he's a wizard. What the fuck is this?
What are you talking
What you mean what I talk about, my nigga? You ain't did nothing yet. You ain't doing
Zyno's about to come back in action
Nah,
now.
nigga, I ain't heard one bullet.
It's not even Zyno's go yet.
I know.
Well, we gotta cut it.
He gotta repair his rifle first, I think.
Yeah,
No, I already repaired it.
Oh, you did?
Watch this nigga roll one and
I'm about to actually. What the next thing I was about to do is switch Zyno with Metsuar using benign transposition so that I could heal Metsuar while he's inside here, and Claudius have to cover Zyno's re-entry into the battlefield.
Oh, swap out with Sino. Oh, Sino, you're gonna be in the hot seat.
Zyno can't fight. He can't. He's not melee. If you put him next to that thing, he's gonna fucking light him up.
He could do it. Come on.
Then I would have to switch him with someone. I'm gonna have to switch him with Valenum then.
Yeah, because he'll get lit.
But even if I switch him with Valenum, that leaves the Reptilian Medusa with just
Claudius
and
Nah, switch him with I don't know.
I'll have to switch him with Claudius.
I mean,
Switch him with Claudius. Yeah, I'll teleport him if I have to.
Yeah, but I want Claudius out in the field because you ain't doing shit.
First off, my nigga. First of all, relax. All right.
So Claudius needs to be out there to
It's not my
support
fault. He
Zyno.
build counters to me, my niggas. Y'all don't complain when I am bopping niggas, but he built the counters. He built the 4 counters.
I complain when you bop me. I complain when you win or whether you lose. It don't matter. Either way.
Yeah. Well, it's not my fault that these niggas got an 80 AC.
No, this is good. This is good.
This is coming from a guy who's got 57 AC in his homeland.
We needed this. This is to remind you that no matter what you do, the game will remain balanced. It's not being OP.
There you go.
Right.
They're adapting to Metsuar's power level.
Right.
No, they're just doing at their level with their resources what he would have done.
Right.
They're rogues, assassins. They don't want to get hit either. They want to stay fighting.
The rogue should not be this high defense. How about fuck they got this defense?
Hey, you lucky it's these, man, and not Kai. Kai would have tore you up, son.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Kai can't even hit me.
Kai is a master assassin, yo.
Well, don't forget, not only are they equipped and have class levels and they're Medusa, but they also have 2 templates. They have Reptilian template and the Phrenic template, which is what makes them that. You have your own damn template.
No, I wanted to.
Everybody, shoot. Valena has 2 templates. You have.
I was trying to get the Paragon template, but you know what?
I don't got no template.
Yeah, you do.
One
You have 2
race and 1 template.
You have 2 templates.
You got the
Yeah, you
smoking
do.
eye.
Yeah, thank you,
The Canatrix is not a template.
You have the Smoking Eye template.
Oh, I forgot I had the smoking eye.
Yeah.
I got the template.
Smoking eye. And what's the other one? I knew he had smoking eye. What's the other one he has?
Axiomatic.
The what?
Yeah.
Oh, with Cynthia.
Yeah, Lewis, what's on?
I don't got no template.
Yeah, what's it like when you're the first being of something?
You're a wizard. You have the spell to give yourself one
For
whenever
real,
you
okay, want.
I thought the Paragon template.
I could just shape change. I don't need a template.
I don't shape change.
Damn.
You could if you wanted to, nigga. Fuck out there.
You're right.
Yo, I gotta step out after this because I gotta go somewhere.
No, we're about to get off
But
now.
this is
Yeah.
We're done, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna continue with your Asper next week. You already at I got you below half your HP. Are you reminding me to put up your fucking your HP? Because I don't think I did.
Yeah, that said put your HP 10, put it up 10.
Man, so I gotta give you props though. You gotta do it,
101.
man. You took a couple of whoppings there, and look, you still
I was getting hit by snakes and everything. Come on, son.
No, that's pretty good though.
This
You don't
nigga
die.
Zino's in the
Before you used to get killed 1 hit, 2 hits, tops.
Yeah, I know Zion. I'm blind. Zino's drinking tea.
Nah, look at that, man. You went 2 rounds.
Nah,
2
sorry,
rounds.
man.
He said you went
Just
2
so
rounds without being below 20 HP.
Yeah, look at Zino over there. Why Zino still got a mortal bubble on him? Like, I am immortal.
Zyno has been in this bubble for all of 1 round, my friend.
Dude, just 1 round, I felt like I'm out here in war, nigga.
He was the first one to deal any damage to the Medusa.
That's
So
what
what are
I'm
you talking?
saying. Nigga, you went 3
And
times.
fought off petrification.
And he fought a petrification. He fought a petrification. He was the luckiest gunslinger.
Metzawar, you should not
Hold on, let
play
me show you that shit.
You went 3 times. You
Petrification
went 2
pass.
times.
Oh yeah.
That's his new name. Fucking
Raven
Zino,
Tactics, that's
Lucky
true.
Fuck Devin. They call him Lucky Fuck.
This nigga had to bend reality twice just to live.
Fuck Luck.
Well, Valena, do
Zino
White
fuck
Raven
Luck
Tactics
Devin.
on me next time.
Luck Fuck.
For real, yo. I usually do it on Metzawar because he's usually putting in work.
He
But
fucking left.
You know what?
salty, son.
He left on a high note.
That fucking salt was real. Hey,
Yeah, this is the first time Carlo ever faced a challenge. That's why. You know what? My trips, my punch ain't working. What the hell's going on?
I wouldn't have to
don't
be
know.
making special
I
ass
got the
monsters if
United-
this is,
I got
he
the
had to
United-
make such a special ass PC.
Yeah, man, that's off the hook.
Yeah, that constructs the fucking their range touch attack bonus is like plus 50 something. So
Dude, how was the
they
hook?
would shoot him in the back. It was a good thing you put that wall up because he would have been shot for another like. What did he take the first time? Like 50 damage or some shit.
Yeah, yep. I know that was gonna happen. I was like, yo, let
See,
me
he
do
has to
that.
go in melee with them. He's gonna be taking 12d fucking 6 sonic damage, which I know he's not.
And you were holding back. That Cagewright hasn't done anything yet. Who knows what freaking nastiness he could do? So that's all I was focused about. I'm like, yo, those snakes. That Cagewright's a sorcerer too. That dude could probably do Meteor Swarm right now if he wanted to.
He's a Cagewright sorcerer. He's got shit ready.
Yeah, but if he comes in here, we're going to focus fire his ass, so he better stay his ass out there. Because I'll tell you right now, the minute he shows his face on the battlefield, if we could get to him, that nigga is priority. I'll let everyone else get attack opportunity just to get at him. If you drop, because he's like the most powerful. You can't let someone like that just sit in the back and be like, I wait till it's most opportune and drop a big ass knife of a spell on you niggas. No thank you.
I like that one for a second.
Alrighty.
Yeah, man, it's a good fight, yo. Every time we have to do the benign transposition, it's usually a fun fight.
What happened? Is there what?
Huh?
Every time we what? When we
I
have to
was
do
saying,
part?
any time that we use benign transposition, usually it's a fun fight.
Oh, definitely. It's like pushover, and like it's not a pushover. We got to start to got to use tactics now. Benign transposition, play chess. It makes it very interesting. Even at level 18, man, we still using those gems, level 1 spells. Level 2s. They don't go out of style.
That's what I like about certain anime. Some anime, like at the very beginning, before it gets really powerful, you see like a lot of tactics that's being used in battles. But then, like as the power scaling gets different, you see less tactics and just more like huge explosions. But with us, like we keep a good mixture,
Yeah, we always got that. Yep.
Even Metzawar over here trying to trip people into the fucking pit.
Yep.
And usually, he's one punch man.
Yo, you know what I was trying to do, Watson? I was gonna freaking summon a freaking elephant mastodon, huge, and have them bull rush those 2 snakes in there, man.
Right.
And damn, that would have been so epic. Because I rarely summon, but if I'm gonna summon, I'm gonna freaking make it freaking look godlike.
I mean, right now, that's what we really could do, is we could just move out, if we really wanted, we could bait them towards the pit.
Yeah. Well, they got high reflex, though. These creatures, they're assassins.
Well, high reflex doesn't really matter if you get key thrown.
Okay. We don't know how deep that pit is, though.
It's 30 feet.
30 feet?
Mm-hmm. So, they can have high reflexes, but there's no reflex save if you get thrown.
Yeah. Now, it's a risky proposition to destroy that wall, though, just to get to that pit. The
walls in front of the pit. That's right. Not
I could create a pit, though. Remember, I could create a pit.
Yeah, we could create pits easily.
Yeah, actually, hold on.
That would be helpful right now, actually.
You on to something, man. I could make a better pit. I could make a hungry pit with just like 100 feet deep, I think. And then have Messor, I mean, I don't know if he could key throw them. He's having trouble grappling them and throwing them. Hold on, he did trip them. He tripped them
Yeah,
a
he
few times.
tripped them with no problem. Well, not no problem,
Yeah.
but he tripped them.
Yeah, when he trips them, if I'm not mistaken, he could choose one square and fall.
I think
Is that
I
correct?
think because of his bonus to trip, he probably has a better chance of tripping than doing damage.
Lewis, when he
Attacking him.
Lewis, when he trips, he could choose what square they land on, right?
With
He
key
got
throw,
speed
he uses a key point, yeah.
I think. Oh, yo, damn, you got it, man. That's what we got to do next time. We'll create a pit. I think. Do I have the acid one? No, I don't. No, I got the one that constricts. That like the wall that is 100 feet deep, and it constricts like boom. It does like splashing damage every round as well.
Hungry pit, yeah. There's one called roaming pit where you could move the pit. That's pretty fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I looked at all the pit stuff because I was looking at for Summoner. Summoner's got all the pit shit.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Except for against flyers and not so fun.
Let me see. Create pit. That's the classic level 2 one.
Yeah, with these guys, we're in this enclosed area the way we are right now. We started changing the terrain on them.
Well, check this out. A hungry pit. It's 100 feet deep. They'll take falling damage.
All of a sudden.
Falling damage. And they take 46 points of bludgeoning damage each round.
Yeah, man.
A successful reflex, half damage. So even if they pass reflex, they're still going to suffer half damage. Evasion doesn't work on that stuff. On top of that, to climb the wall, it's a climb DC of 35. They're not fighters. So it'll be hard for them to go up there unless they have magical items
Ready to get something to drink.
to make them go up there. Like spider climb or some crap like that.
Even so, we'll still have the advantage at that point because they gotta waste their movement to get out the pit.
They gotta waste their movement. They suffer damage. Yeah, I thought, damn man,
As people who are 2-weapon fighters, having to waste time and movement to climb is the last thing they want to do.
Yeah, this might work, man. This mid-level tactics. We haven't used it in a long time because we're all powerful and crap. We think we can just with a snap of the finger, just do whatever. We gotta resort back to our roots, man. We gotta do this. I'll put a note so I don't forget. Because I forget. Let me see. We'll put them in my tag sheet over here. Up there. Hungry pit combo. Hungry pit plus key throw. Oh, that'll be sweet. That should work.